By the way, just
Oh yeah, let's.
no, keep going, keep going. You keep talking. I just want to let you know I'm turning it on. So
Oh yeah, I mean, like things like Terminator and all that stuff, like Skynet. That I'm sure that sort of thing already exists. Like
no, it definitely does. It definitely
how do
does.
we know that none of this is like perception is reality, right? So how do I know that I'm not the main character in some weird ass movie that somebody's watching? Like, I don't know. This could be Truman Show, but it's me.
You ever watch Rick and Morty?
I have not. People tell me I should watch it, and it's one of those shows that I don't know.
I love it, man. I think sometimes I use it to escape from reality because it's what they can do is cooler than what I can. But I would say check it out if you have time, or I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I like it. ESMR hour. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of shows, you got to watch Severance, dude. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh yeah, I seen the first season, but I'm waiting until the second season is fully out because I hate.
Done.
Oh, it's out. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
it's
all right,
yeah,
all right, bet, all right, bet. Yeah, no, I will because I can't do the week to week thing. I get so annoyed waiting.
No, I need to
that.
binge, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the whole thing at once. Hell yeah.
Or my favorite thing is if I find a show that I'm new to and it has like 3 seasons already, I'm like, let's go. But
by the way, meter wise, am I in the red? Like if I'm talking right now, this is probably the loudest I'm gonna talk.
No, you're not.
Okay, cool.
All good. ESMR hour. We are live right now, having some good conversations behind the scenes. Lots of music tonight. We got a couple trip songs to start the show off with, and I pulled a few. So I actually got some beats tonight, man. I'm like, I want to bring more producers into the mix, and I haven't been very good about reviewing beats. So we got some beats on the way. Songarrhea is riding alongside tonight. Again, great to have you back, brother. Yeah, man. You want to get into the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
First song comes to us by way of Trip. So he actually sent me 3 songs last week, and I spaced on playing the last 2. So I'm going to play those right now. The first one is Warzone. It's the homie Trip.
Cool. I got it. You said what? What you got? I got it, man. God damn.
Trippy Hendrix.
Look, I'm not here to lecture you. Come to my section, leave a new perspective, views. Respect the few still. Most of y'all are skeptic. Why you looking like you fresh out the receptacle? This straight trash, been puffing on straight gas at Texaco. I've been making dollars stretch, staying flexible. Still, I'm alright, future bright, look delectable. Tip, I write milli checks, quitting's unacceptable, yeah.
What you thinking so far? Any thoughts?
Texaco. Shout out to Texaco, dude.
You like the Texaco, but I got that gas word, the Texaco.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm a fan of Trip by, because he's a fellow Filipino man.
Oh, that's facts. That's right, huh? Yeah, facts.
So, chilling with Pare.
One thing I always appreciate is he's like, again, the sports references I mentioned earlier. He reminds me of a basketball player that's like similar to Luka Doncic, because there's certain guys that like they're always gonna do what they do, and it's never gonna be like some crazy. Oh, I'm gonna try to do this turnaround crazy jumper. It's gonna be like I do these things well, and it's always gonna be the same. And that's what his flow always sounds like. It's never. And in some cases, you could maybe consider that a bad thing, but to me, I like it. Like it always sounds right where it should be.
Consistent, and also like everything I've heard from Trip thus far on this show has been mixed very well. So whoever his engineer is, kudos to them. I never had a complaint on the mixes on his stuff.
Big facts.
Blunt like a war zone flare. Light it, then I wave it in the air, yeah. Wave it in the air. Bitch bad, didn't mean to stare. Shoulders up, I ain't even care, yeah. Blunt like a war zone flare. Light it, then I wave it in the air, yeah. Wave it in the air. Bitch bad, didn't mean to stare. Shoulders up, I ain't even care, yeah.
Something to appreciate here is the ad libs. Ad libs are on point because it's there. It's not like jarring, and it's not the same. Like, some people, you could do it like Beastie Boys where it's call and response, or like where it's like on top of the same word. But this is like it's got a lazy flow to it, but it's not distracting to where you're not hearing the main lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. To me, it's actually it's probably a little too sleepy for me. I would probably right now would probably be cutting it off just because I'm more of an up tempo fan. But if I was drunk, if I was abusing marijuana, then I would feel I'd feel right at home with this one. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, you're sitting down listening to this one. You're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
A nice cruise, like,
Right.
but.
Right.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like I like his more energetic stuff personally, like that one when they're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah. This a little. It also feels like a little older version of him. I don't know. It doesn't sound as polished, and it has. I don't think he does as. What am I trying to say? I don't think his style is as sleepy as this is anymore. I think he's kind of, and maybe that's just the style of song we've been listening to, but I feel like he's kind of moved it up a little bit more. Like there's almost a drawl on here if you listen to it.
Put up in the gas tank. 95, 94, that's my class rank. 06, that's my first talk. 2012, that's my
A lot of space between the bars too.
2016, I was pushing mad weight and had all smoke. Still I got ghosts when the feds came. Heard some homies said names. God damn, man, that's dead lame. We gon' charge it to the break game. We gon' charge it to the break.
Yeah, for me, like, this is not like a on loop listen for me. Like it's cool. It's and again, like, I mean, I'm just speaking objectively here. No knocks on anybody. We're just, sharing our opinions that no one asked for. So.
No, actually, he asked for it. So that's Trip actually likes the show. He actually asked for it. We got some songs coming up later. I went into the Making Hip Hop thread because I was expecting, like I said, to do that first listen and I have, a block of songs already. So I pulled some joints from the Making Hip Hop. Those people didn't ask, but well, I guess they kind of did if they posted it there. You ready to move on from this? How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, solid 80.
80.
Like it's
Yeah. No, I can't disagree with that. I feel like it just doesn't offer much outside of the. Like I said, if you're getting in the car late at night, you're driving home and you might be a little under the influence of something. I think that'd be a full listen because you probably forget about it. You ride in the car, you're not really thinking about it. But
something's happening. You're having a conversation. Somebody passed out. You're like, man, what are we gonna do about Tony? Like
right.
You're in the hallway at the bathroom, like, man, this guy, let's go. Let's get out of here.
For sure. That right there was Trip. You went 80. I think that's a good score. I think I'm gonna piggyback on you, because that seems like the right fit. We got another one from Trip right here. This one came out in 2022, so even a little older. Drug Addicts Love. So I think this is gonna be about something. Let's see what we're talking about. I didn't expect that.
Me neither.
Guitar riff to open it up.
I can't get enough.
Oh.
Need that feeling since I've been in love. When it's gone, I just can't cope. Roll the paint up there, go smoke. For this love, I'm so hopeless. Affirmations over self-indulgence. Till the heart dropped in the dark spot. Fuck the mail, need the inbox. And I thought this shit was a fallacy. But this love took a toll on my addicted personality.
Got a little change up from Trip right here.
To say she proud of me, but pride is the devil and he always clowning me.
I like this so far, man.
Yeah.
Very, very kind of rock. It's got the rock aesthetic to it.
For me, it's bluesy.
Yeah. I'm surprised by this.
Bottom line, need my fair share, and I ain't sharing what's mine, no, never. You can take the drugs, but this love I'ma need. I can't get enough. Need that feeling since I've been in love. When it's gone, I just can't cope. Roll the paint up there and go smoke. For this love, I'm so hopeless. Affirmations over self-indulgence. Till the heart dropped in the dark spot. Fuck the mail, need the inbox.
All right, get a little more A little more feely there.
Yeah, he took it down a little bit, made it a little dirtier.
Go and take your clothes off Why the weed smokes in the air? Nothing you can do is say to me.
So the delivery on this is key, right? Like, imagine if he was lazy with this, it would be boring as shit.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't even picture that. Yeah,
because you can see the strain on his face, like, you know what I mean, like in your mind's eye.
Yeah.
Now for me, I feel like I want to hear it louder. I mean, I have my headphones turned up in a decent amount, but I feel like, you know, personally.
So you want a little more scream action out of it, is what I think I'm hearing.
Like, so the hook is strong, right?
Yeah.
And you know me, I love layers, right?
Yeah. So, facts.
But this song has a certain like vibe to it, right? And I think because of so far what I'm hearing in the lyrics, it tracks, right? Like it's not. Now, if he comes back in a chorus or two where there's like layers, you got like a crowd of them doing something. Because to me, this feels like I want to hear people singing along with the chorus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this could use that call and response that you were referring to earlier with the Beastie Boys, like almost having like a crowd in the background yelling it back to him type of thing.
Yeah. So like the first, like, for example, and we're just, you know, talking music writing now, right? The first line of the hook could be, you know, 2 or 3 of them, and then, you know, this following line could be more like one person. Let me just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, because English is not my major. So but like, let me elaborate in this single line, one person, and then come back full force. But that's just, you know, I'm just brain talking here.
Well, and that's like, so sometimes I think people write and record alone, and I think it sometimes would benefit to have somebody with some musical talent in the room or some idea, because that's a thought that like he probably didn't get fed to him. If somebody was in the room, they might be like, hey, you know, it'd be cool right here. And that's what you really need to have, like a producer. Like that's, and I think, you know, the bigger, more established stars have these teams where they do that. But like, that's, maybe we can start a consulting service for things like that, because you know what I mean? Because that's a great idea, and that would give the song such a boost.
I'll tell you what, like I've worked with many different people. I mean, nobody of note. I'm not gonna try to sound like, oh yeah, I produced all these people. No, but I've definitely helped lyricists grow in their delivery department by, you know, challenging them to do, like, if I'm listening to somebody record a take, I'm like, no, you can do that better. How about you try like this? Like, I feel like if this is your lyric, you should be angry right here. Like, you sound like you just don't care. Like, you know, so having a good engineer or producer with you that actually cares about your, you know, your music as well. Not just like, oh yeah, you're paying them X amount per hour and they're just going to record you and just like, oh, whatever, I don't give a shit. That sucks, right? But, you know, that's why I record everything on my own.
Well, it can also be tough to take that criticism too, to be like, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna take what you're saying and use it, because we're so I don't know what the word is, but you know, it's hard sometimes to be told something could be better and then have to go do it, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, it's not so much like, it's more like if I hear someone sing a line and it's slightly off, I'm like, nah, you could do that again. You could do that. It's not even like that sucked, you need to redo it, or you need to go back and practice. Like, no, let's just do another take. Do another take. We got this. Like, you're almost there. Like, you know,
you're the positive coach. You're the positive coach. I like it.
Having that quality control is, you know, very important, I say. I mean, if you know your shit, you're one take Charlie. I mean, let's go. Like, you have a vision. I'm just here to help you put that into audio, you know, like
one take Charlie. I like that. Let's finish up the trip joint.
Yeah. We talked too much.
Can't get enough. Need that feeling since I've been in love. When it's gone, I just can't cope.
I got you, Goon Dog.
Smoke for the slum, I'm so hopeless. Affirmations over self-indulgence till the
Oh, I like that. Affirmations over self-indulgence. That's a good line right there.
spot. Fuck the mail, need the inbox.
I do like how he softens it up in spots there too. That's pretty cool.
Got like a Chino from Deftones feel, like when he's doing that.
Yeah. Drug addicts love right there, Trip. I think I'm gonna go, since you went first last time, I think I'm gonna go 88. I think it's 88? I don't think I would skip it if it came on. I don't know. Yaz is in the building. What's up, Yaz?
Oh shit.
I don't you do have a LeBron song. Will you email me the link to it? I will absolutely play that one.
It's on YouTube, so you got a video with that one.
Yeah. So I would definitely listen to it. I wouldn't turn it off. I don't know that I'm getting the full 2 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm probably getting about 1 minute and 90 seconds, and I'm probably flipping it.
I'd give it a 90. I mean, there's a band that it sounds like, and I can't put my finger on it. I'm really bad with band names, especially if it's not something I exclusively listen to. But there's a band that it sounds like, and I mean, it's right there. But yeah, 90. I would listen to that again. I could hear that in a movie, like, you know, desert, shit's fucked up, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely, like into the movie or midway through when, you know, something bad's happening. Yeah.
Come back up, yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. We're gonna play this one from Goondog. This may get the whole stream shut down, but it is what it is. Party in the Gun Sign State. Now, I actually like this dude. Have you ever heard this dude, Bill P. Kosher?
If not on the show, then no. I'm already digging him, dude.
you're in for a treat right now. Let's get this going. This is or maybe I should play the lyric video so they don't take it down. We'll see what happens. BLP Kosher, Party in the Gunshine State.
I can tell he's a character.
Yeah, dude he's actually a really good rapper. I like him. He's very funny.
I hopped out the plane in Lauderdale, was a humid day. Tucci got the 30 on the Gunshine State. I be laughing to the bank, I don't run the banks. Them boys broke it in a bit, you ain't round that way. Shit, I did impossible to 12, call me Eric Ellington. I had smoking Palm Beach, now I got beef Wellington. Make the
I had
to that shit turn to
I had smoking Palm Beach, now it's beef Wellington. That's a bar. What were you laughing at?
No, that same line.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I might need a rest day. Make him put his hands up, chase his ass down. Every op die today. Waving my Glock like yeah. In my rod like yeah. Make him put his hands up, chase his ass down. Young about to be okay. Yeah. There's a party in the USA. Yeah.
So Miley had to clear this, right? He had to get clear.
Immediate, nah, dude. Yeah, somebody cleared it. I mean, if not, hey, you did it.
You see Miley out here rocking to this? That's so funny. I think she would have cleared it, though. I think she'd have been fine with it. I really do. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a party in the USA. Extend the mad, knock your sheet down for all that quick farming. Loaded diaper, glizzy tuck on, this shit charming. Catch his ass flagging with that pole and we gon' disarm him. No cheese, but the ops cheddar bob only time they discharging.
He said no cheese, but the ops cheddar bob from 8 Mile, the only time they're discharging. That's cold.
Hey, I hit the curb, not the pillar. 250 rounds on the chop. Mommy milkers, I was fishing.
Mommy milkers.
I'm talking Long John Silver.
Oh, Mommy milkers. That's fantastic.
Hey. And I got it out of old binder, put the heat on him. I chop a Bengay before grinder. I was legit, they going to start the minor. BLP Kosher, remember the name like it's Fort Minor. And if police ask me questions, I got Alzheimer's. I'm shooting 40.
I got Alzheimer's.
Don't get ransacked. 50 out the Glock, this shit jam-packed. That little hoe done gave me Zika, she a damn nap. Fuck a cracker, I'ma rip my rod every time I get the chance. All that flagging on the gram, I put a cracker in the sand. Pistol party in the USA, bitch, I'm a Florida man. Until I D-I-E.
It's gotta be the most Florida video in the world, too.
Yeah. Styling off the top, don't mind me. I'm on cloud 9, getting cheese, call it Sky Bree. I sold out Irving Plaza, bitch, I feel like Kyrie. I had magazines way before I ID. Put his hands up, chase his ass down.
This is wild, man.
Waving my Glock like yeah. Swinging my rod like yeah. Make him put his hands up, chase his ass down. Young by the
Kyrie bar was solid.
Yeah. There's a party in the USA. Yeah. There's a party in the USA. 17 came with a drum. Jitterbugs, no, we don't play.
The jitterbugs? mean, this is so much fun. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm smiling the whole time.
There's a party in the USA. There's a party in the USA.
And you gotta love the guerrilla style video, man, because you know they didn't get no permits for this video.
No, God, no. Yeah, man, that to me is it's youthful music. I mean, every other bar was about it. And he does rap about guns a lot. It's funny, like,
yeah. I mean, like for me, right? Like, it's lyrically, it's not for me, but it's a fun song. I'll listen to it. I mean, you know, like, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. You know, it's not. I wouldn't let my son listen to it, but
you're saying you're not letting your drums hang like some mommy milkers. Is that what
if you got a Glock, you shouldn't be waving it. That's all I gotta say. Like, you gotta keep that element of surprise. You know what I mean?
Right. They're not supposed to know you have it until you need it.
No, don't play your cards, man.
Oh no, that's funny.
Keep one up the sleeve.
So we're gonna play the Yazzie joint, and then we're gonna play your joint as well, because I did want to talk to you about that one too. So we'll get these next two going. I'm excited. It's a whole thing right now on you know, from artists making songs about LeBron, so this should be good.
LeBron is the GOAT, and it's not even close. My guy's pushing 40, still got skills in the post. If you let him get going, well, that's all she wrote. Not Kobe, not Michael, no.
LeBron is the GOAT. I grew up a fan of his airness. His rings and his defense alone are enough for a case, but in fairness, those wins were a tad overblown. The first against aging out Lakers, the next two each single star brawls, the fourth alongside Hall of Fame.
Hey, I didn't know we was doing MJ slander. Hold on, bro. I didn't know we were gonna be slandering Michael on this. I don't know how I feel about this now.
Nobody's safe.
The next two each single star brawls, the fourth alongside Hall of Famers against Peyton, Sean Kemp, and that's all. The last two are rather demanding. John Stockton and Mailman Malone. By that point, the Bulls were outstanding, but Mike didn't win on his own. See, guys like D. Rodman and Pippen played humble and gave him support. Without them, MJ would be slipping. He may not have conquered the court.
LeBron is the GOAT, and it's not.
I mean, all the things you said are true, though. All of those points are valid.
Skills in the post.
Well, if you look at well, you don't have to. One of the comments on here is hang on.
LeBron is the GOAT. Some folks might tell you it's Kobe. That just don't make sense to me. Now, granted, he does have 5 titles, but Shaq carried on the first 3. And clearly the Mamba had talent. His passing was sudden and tragic. In 9 and 10, his play was gallant. But one was against the dang Magic. Not even to mention.
That's fair, too.
Which led to his charge in 03. They treat the guy like he's a savior, but he only has 1 MVP.
Why we gotta tear down the others though? I don't know if I like that.
One-on-one, yes, it's no.
Go ahead.
So I was gonna say, one of the comments on here I agreed with on the video was, if the hook was done by AI and then Yazzie did these verses, it would go way harder.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Mainly for me, because I don't really like. I mean, the guy. Do you remember LFO, like "Steal My Sunshine"? It has like a "If You Steal My Sunshine." I don't know why he reminds me of that.
That's Len.
Oh, what I say, LFO? No, LFO. No, LFO is who I meant though. That's the I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
Question. He faced his opponents head on, but if I can make one,
I hear Mike Shinoda. Also not a fan.
You don't like Mike Shinoda?
I think it's kind of weak.
Oh man, that's interesting.
In the post. If you let him get going, well, that's all she wrote. Not Kobe, not Michael, no.
LeBron is the GOAT. The king might only have 4 titles, each against squads that were stacked. Just look at the data from 2012. That OKC roster was cracked, repeated by beating Tim Duncan, T. Parker, Ginobili, and Pop. Went home in 16 and kept dunking.
That OKC, they were young though.
Then in 20 he moved to the Lakers, and he won one again in the bubble. When locked in, there's no room for fakers. Beat the Heat, averaged a double-double, the most points in history. Got it. Olympic gold medals, that's 3. Just in case you might have forgot it, he plays 2, 3, 4, 5 in PG.
So for me, I am not a sports guy, right? I only know highlights, and that's about it. Like, whatever people are talking about. So Yeah, this is more for people like you that enjoy the basketball.
Enjoy the basketballs.
40 still got skills in the post. If you let him get going, well, that's all she wrote. Not Kobe, not Michael, no. LeBron is the GOAT.
Of course, Reezy send it through. Let me
You know what's crazy?
There's the email right there.
What's crazy about this is I can hear Yazik's style even when it's AI.
Well, yeah, you guys also I made my point. You guys also, have learned each other's style from working together so often. But yeah, I so for me, like, I just didn't like how you had to rag on the other folks to get the point across. You didn't even talk about the 10 straight finals. I think that should have been thrown in there too. Not bad. I didn't love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think it would have been better if you would have rapped it though. I think that would have been a lot better. For me, probably like 82. What do you think, Song?
85. It would be a 90 if I heard Yazik on the verses there. Maybe that's something we gotta work on, Yaz.
And now he's gonna rap it. He's like, I heard you, and I'm gonna do it. Let's so we got another one from Goondog we'll play in a minute, but let's play your the early dinner joint.
Oh yeah, this one's fun. So in the same vein, right? There's AI as far as, I prompted the music and everything. I wrote all the lyrics and I actually performed these. So take it with a grain of salt.
Let me get it downloaded here. It's you know how it gives you like if you want to respond like using whatever prompt they give you. The one that Gmail's trying to give me is yum. Because it's early dinner, All right, let's put you on the screen. You're already on the screen, but we'll put you on twice. We'll make you.
Oh yeah, so is asking what the name of the album is. The album name for all of these things, weird shit that I've been sending Bo, is called "Going Out." It should be coming out soon.
Yeah, because it's all like songs that have to do with being in the world. I like that as a concept. Let's get an early dinner right now. Our buddy Yazik, our buddy Song. I'm tired, man. My bad.
I can't hear it. I don't know if anybody else can.
Oh no. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm playing it in the. I got you. Hang on.
Yeah, just copy the link, throw it in one of these tabs. I think that'll solve it for me anyway.
Well, you sent me the actual.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So that's why I got to pull it up in the emails in the old email system there. Normally I can play it from this window, but it's not playing.
Weird. Oh, there it is.
Oh no, then it stopped. I think it's slowly buffering, like it's 2002.
Lyrics might not be for everybody.
Going out for an early dinner. I picked the place, and it's gonna be a winner.
Okay, you said you've never seen Rick and Morty, but you sound like Rick when he's singing. That's so funny.
Then I make reservations. We step inside, we take a seat, and oh no, now I have to pee.
Getting old, baby.
Yes. As soon as I sat down, I had to use the bathroom, and it wasn't cause I'm making brown. I gotta take a piss.
Wasn't cause I'm making brown.
In the bowl, in the stall, in the urinal, on the wall, I gotta piss.
if you're walking to pee, listening to this, you gotta step bigger, you know.
Concert now, and we had a few drinks, standing room only, but we got here quite early. We're in the front and we're having ourselves a good time. I see the front man, and it's just about time to get rid of this damn wine. I gotta take a piss. As soon as the curtain got drawn, I had to use the bathroom. No, I don't need to make a log.
I don't need to make a log.
Take a leak in the bowl. In the urinal on the wall. On the wall. I gotta piss. I wake up and I gotta piss. Go to work, then I gotta piss. Lunchtime, then I gotta piss.
Now you need to get your price state checked, man.
Gotta piss. Drink water. Gotta piss. Drink juice. Drink milk. Drink soup. Drink dip. And now I really gotta piss. I gotta take a piss. At least I
gotta take a pee.
bathroom. I whip it out and yell, ole. I gotta take a piss. In other words, take a leak in the bowl, in the stall, in the urinal.
Hey, Louis, what up, bro?
I gotta take a piss. At least 8 times a day. I had to use.
I love the anger in your voice in that last one. At least.
I gotta take a piss.
A pee.
In the bowl, in the stall, in the urinal, on the wall.
Gotta take a piss.
Really inconvenient.
It's really inconvenient.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That is funny. At least 8 times a day.
Wake up, then I gotta piss. Go to work, then I gotta piss. Lunchtime, then I gotta piss. Clocked out, got home, then I gotta piss. Drink beer, gotta piss. Drink water, gotta piss. Drink juice, drink milk, drink soup, drink dip, and now I really gotta piss. I gotta take a piss. At least 8 times a day. I had to use the bathroom. I whip it out and yell, ole. I gotta take a piss.
This got much better as it went on. The longer this goes on, the better it gets.
Yeah, dude.
In the urinal on the wall, I gotta piss.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what's funny about that song, too, is I think you and I are probably around the same age, I would guess. And it does happen when you hit the threshold for 30 and you start going into mid-30s, you do have to pee increasingly bad all the time. So I can 100% relate to that. But some of the stuff you did vocally going up and down, and at one point you're like screaming, that's fantastic. That is, the anger behind that is just awesome. And then the way, go ahead.
I was gonna say my intention, like after I finish all these songs, I'm gonna have within the same playlist all the AI versions, so you can see the difference between what a human does versus the AI. Because there's, it gives you what it gives you, right? Like all those harmonies, if you listen back to it, I mean, I'm not telling you to do it, but if you feel so inclined, if you listen to it, there's parts in there where I'm throwing like 8-10 layers. Just for harmonies. Now, I'm not the best singer, and I'll admit that, right? Like, I'm not saying I'm the best singer on earth, but I tell you what, I did a better job than the AI did, but that's just my opinion, because I like what I'm doing. So
the other thing I would say is that's why your songs sound like they have a band behind them. Like not only do you choose these really, as the homie Reezy said, these really funky sounds and big band kind of sounds, but you layer them so much, it sounds like there's 5 of you, or it sounds like you got people next to you harmonizing with you. So I love that, and kudos to you. I can only do per song, like per hook, I can do like five layers, and then I'm like, all right. So the fact Coda's in the building. What's up, Coda? The fact that you can go to do 8 to 10 to 12, that's nuts to me, because I do like 5 and I'm like, yeah, we're good. It's too much. So I liked it though. I liked it more as it went on, because like I said, I know you say you'll watch Rick and Morty. Maybe there's an episode where they have to do a song to save the universe, and you come in sounding just like Rick did on that. So that's fantastic. I'm actually gonna go. I think I'm gonna go like 92 on that. I really, like I've said before, a lot of the shows, your music is so much fun, and I can't sit here and think about a genre of music or even an artist specifically that I always think is like, oh, it's fun to listen to. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of space for that anymore. I don't see it a lot anyway. So maybe I'm wrong on that. But we got one from Coda. We got another one sent to us from Goondog. We're gonna play the Goondog joint, and then we'll play the Coda joint, and then Reezy's here, so we'll play the Reezy joint as well. Let's get into this one right now. Sent to us by way of Goondog. Goondog, you're in like Sacramento, aren't you? I don't know if you're still here, but I think you're in California. That would make sense for all of the type of music that you sent through. Let's get into this one. And actually, song Goondog is from Cambodia, I believe. I could be mistaken, but I think he's in those islands. I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong, but being that I'm never wrong, I'm probably not. Nothing for that? I thought you'd be like, come on, man. Let's get into this one right now. This is The Lick, sent to us by way of Goondog. It's got GB.
No.
It's got No, you're not? Who am I thinking of this? Somebody told me they were. No, bro. No, not at all. Okay, well, I feel dumb. Red Alert, it's got GB, Acito, Young Iggs, Rico Too Smooth, and Babyface Wood. Then who was that was telling me that? Man, I feel stupid now. All right, let's get into this. The Lick.
Yeah, you already know me, this shit, nigga.
She said no, bro.
Let's go. This nigga Iggs just got the drop from the bitch.
Come on, man, let's go. What we waiting on, man?
You talking about the nigga down the street, right? Little suck ass nigga.
Come on.
Hey, Gleek on me, it ain't nothing. What you tryna do? I'm about whatever GB. How you tryna move?
I got the toolie, so it's Gucci when I'm sliding through. Iggy hit me on the chirp, homie said he's sliding too.
Well, if all of y'all niggas ride, I'ma ride too. Bro, don't say too much, just pick me up, come on and slide through.
Shit, I could walk up on them boys and get to squeezing at him. Drop me off and pick me up, I bet I'll leave him at it.
Or we could wait until you leave the trap at 12 o'clock. If he
I did notice they did this video in a kind of a dirty garage. It's like y'all ain't picked the garage up before y'all shot the video. That's how you know it's authentic.
We could wait until you leave the trap at 12 o'clock. If he ain't coming out, we running in that nigga spot.
I bet that nigga don't know we got the drop from his stop. Finna walk up on him right on his poach and knock off his top.
Or you know what? We should hit him through the back door. If he got some killer pits, I'm finna clap those. Ain't no way I'm getting bit up on my ass, bro. I ain't playing with him. What you think I got this mag for?
He's not getting bit up on
with him, we gon' tie around. Lame down like where that, nigga, give it up.
Yeah, he better give it up or he getting plucked. Probably pluck him anyway, I don't give a fuck. Man, don't worry about the neighbors, Ziggy in the cut. But still be cautious about it, ain't no slipping up. And if the rollers get behind us, I ain't giving up. Waking up inside a holding tank, I'll be sick as fuck.
That's why we gotta play it smooth, cause we don't give a fuck. Been too many times in and out themselves, we don't get enough.
Shit, I already had enough, still gon' hit my luck. Lick a motherfucker any day, they ain't lit as us.
Alright, bro, just look up at the bigger picture. We got a cat, couple gleeks, kid, what you taking with you?
I got the fully on the 40, Iggs got the chop. Swiss cheese and nigga load, all up on his block.
Hey, Rick, I'm right beside you, we don't gotta talk. If niggas tripping, then I'm tripping, then I'm letting off.
Hey, it's 11:55, we finna go what? Cause once the clock hit 12, then I'm going up.
You got your mask and keep it tight and keep your hands clean. Ain't got no gloves and there's a box up in the backseat. Me and niggas gon' kick the door and keep the bag clean. You and Rick can hit the front end.
Wait, hold up. Man, who gon' keep an eye out? Going there without a look, y'all be wild now. If I'm lying, then I'm dying, I ain't dying now. Gotta play a smart move, smooth, then we slide now.
Alright, fuck it then, it's to keep an eye out.
Yeah, this one ain't really for me. I'll just be honest. It's they're described. Okay, I care about my young people, man. Don't describe your robbery in detail on a song, especially if you might be doing it. You know, I hate to see that.
I'll say this. They look all like upstanding individuals, and I believe this is an awesome way to tell a story, especially between lyricists. Now, again, like you said, it's not for me, but I can appreciate the fact that they're telling a story. You got all of them involved. We're not even getting full bars here. We're going like this.
No, that's true.
This is conversational.
Yeah.
So for me, the storytelling is awesome in this
That's
one.
fair.
Now,
That's fair.
Again, not for me, but I could appreciate it. The cinematography is fun. You know, like the deliveries are all on point. Mix ain't that bad, to be honest. there's a bit of if I'm gonna critique, right? If I'm gonna critique delivery, there's a bit of, you know, you could have done a couple of retakes, I think, on some of the lines. Like when the guy comes into the garage wearing the red, it was a little off timing wise. I mean, just a smidge. Yeah. Again, another take or an engineer just nudging it over would have done it. But that's just, you know, I'm trying to pick it apart outside of it's not for me.
Yeah, you're giving a way better synopsis than I would have, because I was actually thinking that earlier on in the song. I'm like, this is kind of cool how they're all coming in on their parts, and it's almost like you said, it's really it's storytelling. It's like they're really kind of moving you around in the story, and they're really involving you. So that's a really good point. I'm glad you mentioned that, because the only thing I really had was I just don't want to see these kids go to jail. You know, I just
They were smart. All the times that they had guns out, they were in the house. So no neighbors are going to call saying these kids waving around guns. Might be airsoft guns. Could be the real thing. I don't know. If it is the real thing, I mean, you know, be responsible gun owners, guys.
You're like, hey, if you're gonna wave them around, just make sure you got, make sure they're empty and safeties are on. And
now, if I'm going to go a little further on that too, if they're walking around and the fingers aren't on the trigger, mad respect.
We'll find out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Just swap me out the charts, I'ma ride out. But hey, look, it's 11:59 now. This nigga think we playing games, he finna find out.
I've been waiting all day for us to go in. Fuck this argument, I'ma run up and
all right, see, he had his finger on the side. Respect.
Yeah, I'm trying to go now.
I love how you're critiquing the gun safety.
Can't be hesitant. We gotta go and kick that dough down.
Watch that nigga tied up.
Also, pro tip, if you're going to rob a place, wear indiscriminate clothing. You got too many logos, guys. Too many.
He had an E and a Q on his back. Yeah, that's funny. Too many logos.
Make sure we got everybody in the house laying down. If they reach for anything, then I'ma start spraying round.
Oh, okay.
Good CG there. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, no, you got the guns outside. Now I'm worried.
Yeah.
Already?
So you made some good points. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say not bad for storytelling. I give it 100, but overall, I'm looking at like I mean, I can't say nothing about it. You know, the engineering's not too bad. Like 90.
90, huh? Okay. Yeah, no.
And again, and I'm going purely off of the storytelling, the mix, all that. Lyrics, not for me. Yeah. Not at all. If this is a fictional story, kudos to you guys for telling a great story. If this is the truth, allegedly, right?
Don't get yourself arrested.
Yeah, I mean that's two old heads talking about, you know.
Facts. So I agree with you from the standpoint the storytelling was pretty good. I did hear some differences between the rappers, and I mean that's gonna happen if you have different artists recording. Even if they're in the same space, it's not gonna be, exactly at the same levels. But I don't know. It was a little boring to me. I did like the storytelling, but it wasn't done in a way that was intricate. You know what I mean? It was pretty straightforward. Like, we're going to go get him at 12. We got to walk in. We're going to shoot him. It's like...
Well, not only that, like, and this is just, again, we're trying to pick it apart, right? So,
Right.
There was a lot of that. I mean, I picked up on the rhythm. I'm like, okay, well, this is what we're going for. But,
yeah.
Again, if you could have been a little more dynamic, sure. But, I mean, I don't know how long they've been doing it. If this is, like, recent... Great job, guys. Like, if you're just starting out, if you always do it this way, maybe try to change up the flow a little bit. What do I know? I'm just some half Asian guy in his office talking about music.
Well, I also think, like, if you make kind of gangster music, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of change up in your delivery and style. You know what I mean? I think, from what I can tell, at least, when people make super hard music like that, where they're just talking about doing nefarious things to people, it's usually in kind of one lane. It's usually kind of one dimensional. So it's not about what you say; it's how you say it. Facts. No, that's facts, Reese. That's a good way to put it. I would probably go 83 on that one. And I'm looking at it from a holistic standpoint. I'm probably not gonna listen to that again. It's not, maybe I'm too much of an old head. If I was 19, maybe that would do something for me, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So Let's keep things rolling. We got Coda the Kid. We're gonna get back into the Reezy joint, and then Goondog. I'm gonna play the BLP one, but then I gotta cut you off, man, because they're gonna eventually take the stream down. They're gonna make it so it can't be seen universally. That's what happens every time. Because he sent some good music through, but it's like
That's why I haven't sent you any of my parodies, dude. I got some fucking bangers, but I don't want to get the thing demonetized.
And I mean, usually the 90% of these streams get demonetized. Let's get to the Ballad of the Doughboy right now. Big shouts to Coda. I like Coda a lot. Coda, I'm supposed to send you something to work on, man, but I ain't been doing my job. Ballad of a Doughboy, Coda the Kid, produced by, I think it's Jethro? Maybe. This has an early Mac Miller feel to it.
I'm just a lonely little doughboy, plotting on that doughboy, making pizzas in the kitchen, flipping dough to make that doughboy. I'm a doughboy, but these people call me doughboy. I'm a doughboy, these people call me doughboy. I flip that dough to make the doughboy, a lonely little broke boy that stretches hella dough so he can get the doughboy. You ain't never been no broke boy, your parents rich and wealthy, so you stop with all the broke noise. Now you can call me once you want, but I ain't never been the hoe boy. 9 times out of 10 it's finna be your homeboy. To stab you on the back and leave you on your own, boy. I used to stretch my dough cause I wasn't getting more. Like what's an allowance? I'm rolling dough until my hands are callous. Using Casey cup, that's my fucking chalice. Now I'm counting my days. Life repeats a cycle that's so fucking hard to break. The beast is beating on his cage, blood all on his face, engulfed in flames as he paints your fate. Without restraint he grabs the cape and say, now what the fuck I'm really worth? I'm in a Cadillac hearse, on my way to my burial to be 6 feet in the dirt, flirting with the worms.
I'm gonna bring this back a little bit. You were phasing. I realized when there's a white background, so I was trying to make it so you didn't look like you were phase shifting again. I'm gonna bring this back a little bit.
Open that broke boy, your parents rich and wealthy, so you stop with all the broke noise. Now you can call me once you want, but I ain't never been the hoe boy. 9 times out of 10 it's finna be your homeboy. To stab you on the back and leave you on your own, boy. I used to stretch my dough cause I wasn't getting more. Like what's an allowance? I'm rolling dough until my hands are callous. Using Casey cup, that's my fucking chalice. Now I'm counting my days. Life repeats a cycle that's so fucking hard to break. The beast is beating on his cage, blood all on his face, engulfed in flames as he paints your fate. Without restraint he grabs the cape and say, now what the fuck I'm really worth? I'm in a Cadillac hearse, on my way to my burial to be 6 feet in the dirt, flirting with the worms, hoping that I did enough when I walked across the earth. The only time I felt appreciated was my birthday, and every day I share my feelings that no one reciprocates. It never goes both ways. It was always me that felt a way about someone who didn't feel a goddamn thing. Would people ever change, or would they stay stuck up in their ways, distracted and acting like...
So I'm gonna say this is too much rapping on top of each other. I wish you would have really took this and broken it down, because it sounds like, I know you freestyle. Coda freestyles a lot of his music, and I think in this particular case it doesn't benefit you because it's like a hodgepodge. I think you have a lot of disparate thoughts that are going on, and it's kind of like a ballad of your pain, but it's not really well executed to me. Oh, the homie Melancholy's in the building. What's up with you, bro? What do you think, Song? What do you think as far as that? Like, is the idea that he's giving you, are you receiving it? Is it working for you?
Well, I mean, contrast to what we just heard, right? Like, that was more like, we're in this, let's do this. This is more almost like a song about regret. He's basically just spilling his guts, right? Yeah. So in that vein, it's like, well, it tracks, like, and the song itself is just, this is background music, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't hate on it. However, I can barely hear him. And
yeah, the mix isn't great on this either. I was gonna touch on that too.
But on the same token, like, well, no, I wish the vocals were mixed a little better. I was gonna say, well, it kind of fits the vibe too. But if I can't hear what you're saying and you're telling me some hurt, like, let's hear it, you know? Like, it is a little long-winded, I will say that, but within the style of the song, it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna assume that Coda the Kid is a younger dude. I want to see more. Like, I've heard some pretty nice things out of Coda's library. Every time you play, I'm like, all right, this between him, Trip, and a few others, I always get excited. Like Ammo too. Sometimes like you hear them, you know what I mean, rather than just the emulation of someone else.
Yeah.
Especially with the younger dudes, like I want to hear more of you rather than emulating the people that you listen to all the time. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, you want to hear their own contribution to music. You want to hear their own sound, their own style, their own voice. You don't want to hear a regurgitation of somebody else's. Like, yeah,
now,
for sure.
that said, though, like with freestyles, right? Like especially like this, like I said, it's a bit long-winded, but he is telling a story, and it's freestyle, right? Like there's no hook, there's no chorus. It's like this is it.
Just kind of going, yeah.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't listen to the whole thing if I'm being 100% honest. But I do appreciate the messages in here. It's not all like drugs, money, bitches.
Right. No, that's true. Contrary to the last joint. Yeah.
At least that. So there's hope here.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking life is great. Life ain't no picture perfect frame. Been waiting for a change, but the shit stays the goddamn same. It's a board game who doesn't give a fuck about your name. Beating Bruce until the grave or until the beast unchanged and leave your ass slain.
I like this part.
In my opinion, the mix on this could have been better, and I just think the song could have been executed. Like I almost wish he could have freestyled it, but I wish he would have took some of the freestyle and like maybe made it into some 16-bar verses, and actually kind of gave it a nice framework. It just kind of felt like it was like vomit, like lyrical vomit to me.
Wall of text, yeah.
Yeah, wall of text. Yeah, so I would go. Probably 83. I was
gonna go 80.
Yeah,
based off the mix.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, if it was a little more refined, I mean, shit. There's that you can hear the talent. That's not lacking at all.
Yeah, Coda's a great rapper. And I've said this to him in the past too. It's just like, in order to be, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, in order to be heard, you have to have a product that is simultaneously complex and straightforward. And I think when you have those couplets of rhymes he could do where he kind of speeds it up kind of quickly, you got to really make sure that those are mixed well so they can be heard, because that's a nice little change up to your flow. So he's got a lot of the attributes you need to be great, but I just think it's a little too forced sometimes when you're just jumping on and rapping,
Yeah, I mean, and I say all these things about lyrics and everything, and I just fucking shared a song with you guys about fucking having to go pee. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I will tell you, I will be honest in my opinion. And also, like, if I say something like, oh, you could do this, or like, I wish I could have heard this, I'm trying to inspire, not diminish, if that makes any sense.
So how long is it gonna take for you to do this show before you stop saying that, like, take it with a grain of salt, because they got to do that anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
there's persona, and then there's ego, and then there's you, right?
Right.
I don't want to catch fade from any one of those three. You know what I mean? I don't know how in the life you are. But I'm just trying to protect myself and my loved ones. So I love everybody equally.
You're like, no. I'm just giving you a hard time, but I do.
No, yeah,
but
I'm messing around,
But after a while, it's like, well, it is true. I mean, we just folks on the internet, so let's get into the. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, who the fuck are we?
Yeah, we know there is that element to it, because in doing this for a long time, I've definitely had people come after me, but I don't know, I don't care. I'm like, yeah, well, okay, sorry you're upset, cry about it. But I treat my kids like that too, so I don't know. I don't really take too kindly to people getting upset. I'm like, yeah. All right, let's get into this next one. Reezy, what's your Instagram, man? I want to make sure you get your screen presence. I don't know. I have no words after that. I want to make sure we get you on the screen, Reezy. If you don't mind, drop your Yeah, that's facts. If you put something out there, it will be critiqued. That is facts.
Yep.
It's art, as they say.
You gotta take the good with the bad, and I'm pretty neutral. So.
All right, Switzerland.
Yeah, I ain't fighting nobody's worst. Fuck that. Try to draft me. Let's see what happens.
I just requested you, Reezy. Let's get into your joint right now. You're funny, man. Grass ain't greener, the homie Reezy.
Make sure I'm not being too loud. I know Grass trying to go to sleep.
Oh, can you? Oh, I forgot I gotta do this in the thing. I don't know that I can though. Huh? It was just playing. Could you hear it or no?
I could not.
Let me see if I can find a different way to play this.
I tell you what, just play it. I'll mute our conversation. Actually, no, I won't be able to hear you though. I was like, I'll just listen to the live.
Oh, no, we could do that. I'll tell you what I'll do. If I have something to say or if I want to talk to you, I'll just I'll raise my hand like this or something. I'll put a finger up or something. Does that work?
All right. Yeah, but let me make sure I'm not sending you the audio that I'm listening to, because that would
make it all that would make it all messy. Also, Reezy, if you have it like anywhere that's linkable, so I could put it in the web browser and play it that way, that would be helpful. But if not,
yeah, we'll work on the dual stream thing with the audio eventually.
We're new to this. Well, I am.
All right, you can just go ahead and play it. I'm
Look. Yeah. These are thoughts in my head. Everything I'm thinking about. Everything that glitters ain't gold. The real die young and the fake live old. These bitches pray on Sunday, twerk on Monday, bless they soul. Hoes got no morals, they ain't got no goals. How can you be in touch with yourself and you do shit for likes and some cheap ass sales? You ain't selling product, you ain't made $1, little stupid ass bitch, you selling yourself. Stupid niggas stay getting online, they do all that talking, they telling themselves. Be fucking for real. I know real niggas really in the field. They don't say much, keep shit on the hush, and they never bluff, rat or squeal. The ones that do what they say, they never allude to it. It's the ones that never did shit in their life. They're talking about that shit in their music. All the bitches get influenced. You a good man for a bum. They have his baby wanna duck him out. You was saying you was only one. Now you want that nigga out your life. Feeling like you giving up on life. Yeah, I know he did you wrong, shorty. I know. 2 wrongs don't make it right. He the reason you don't sleep at night. Try to tell you to take my advice. Out of mind, baby, out of sight. The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. You don't wanna listen, it's your pride. Fucking with that nigga, then you fried. Ain't no way you happy, why you lie? The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. Why you do it? The grass ain't greener on the other side. Why you do it? Yeah. I like a pain as a weapon, the gun kills fast and pain kills slow. Facts. 2 things that might be different, but fuck on them both, might pass and go. The days get old, why it's the same shit, huh? Nigga, nobody knows. How it feels to be around niggas that's sturdy, that's talking about where's the hoes. Nigga, where's a wife? Need a good woman that'll treat me right. And she'll
yeah, I like what you're doing here. So for me, as far as a critique standpoint, I think that sometimes it's a little unclear what you're saying, because you're rapping in a style that maybe I'm just not familiar to, but I love the content of the music. You know, this is really cool because you're really speaking to like, hey man, things aren't always better over there. Okay, stay where you at, be happy with what you have, and don't always make it. I love that. Yeah, for sure.
So for me, this could be mixed a little better. If it's unreleased, you still got time, right?
Yeah.
So what I would suggest is try to sit your voice into the bed of the song. I feel like it's the song we're listening to and you're just on top of it. Very dry. And I'm not saying like your delivery is dry. What I'm saying is there's no anything on your voice. It's just like, here's the mic. I am talking into the mic. This is it. Little bit of engineering there. You know, a touch of reverb, perhaps. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wet. Just to bring it back to feel like it's sitting in the bed of the song, right? Like, because it just feels like you're on top of the track. You know, and I don't know how this was recorded, so this is just what I'm hearing in my headphones. That would bring it to that extra level.
Yeah, I agree. And for me, just from an executional standpoint, I agree with everything you just said. I don't think the mix is great, but obviously he said the engineer's working on it.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you land every word a little clearer. You kind of have a little bit of a rush flow, and it kind of feels like it's not super smooth. It's like it's just a little bumpy in spots to me, and I think you could clean that up, you know, with your delivery. I think that would also require probably doing more takes. I feel like you probably like 1, 2, or 3 take this. I don't think you really like smoothed it out and went through the process of doing that.
Now, if your engineer is good, they can actually bump all the little stuff. You know, let's say you're too late on a word. They can cut out the in between and just kind of shift it over. Is that cheating? Sure. But so is doing another take, right? We're not expecting you to hit it every single time you hit record, just one time and you're out of here.
Would you call it one take Charlie? Is that what you call it?
OTC.
All right, let's go ahead.
Yeah, like definitely, like don't rush it. I mean, if you're paying for studio time, I get it. You know, times are tough. But definitely give yourself, you know, a few extra takes, and I guarantee you'll be more happy with it. We're saying it's all right, right? But you should be like, hell yeah, this is where it's at. This is the mix. This is what I want. My delivery's on point here. If you're not saying that and you're like, it's good enough, it ain't good enough.
That's a great gem right there. That's a great point. Let's finish the joint up.
Of my life, get head on the shoulders and know she's bright, she's spiritual too. I need that too. Niggas got bad energy, bad intent, they wanna get rid of me, but they can't. I move like the president, so they can't never get to me. Yeah, but no man at all. I know killers, I look them in they eye. Tell me you ever seen a nigga die. Take his last breath, say sorry and cry. The gun go boom, that shit don't damn. It's back to life, move on the slide. Real niggas don't die, they multiply. Knew you was the one cause our souls collide. Yeah, you don't wanna listen, it's your pride. Fucking with that nigga, then you fried. Ain't no way you happy, why you lie? The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side.
Yeah, this just felt rushed to me. I just feel like you rushed it. The more I listen to it, it sounds like you were just trying to get the song done. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it would be better if you went back and really took your time and made sure every part sounded smooth. I think I don't know. I hear a lot of inconsistency through it.
So the part where you're saying something greener on the other side, I feel like it's all one take. That should be a few separate takes. You can have the pan.
The panning would have been cold in that spot. Yeah.
Because then it's on the other side, literally. Like you hear it.
Yeah. Panning would have been.
When you first say it, and then you have it kind of echo, and then kind of fade out while you're saying it, because it gives you that feel, you know, audibly. But that's just, you know.
No, that's a great. See that you got a great producer. I'm gonna start sending you my tracks to hear what you got to say, because I'm like, I need you to throw some spice on it. You got some good ideas over there.
I got a song that is waiting for anyone who wants to jump.
That's true. Is that the one you sent to me? I think you sent it to me. Maybe that's not the same one.
In it?
I think so. Yeah.
My thing.
Yeah, go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it.
Hey, let's see.
And while you do that, I'll get the BOP.
All right. Tell me if you can hear this.
I can.
Can you hear that? Okay. So I did the hook, but that's it.
We straight up Rick James in it, but there ain't gonna be no Kane in it. Cause we're straight up, straight edge, except for a little bit of dank ass cannabis.
So, taking a bit of my own advice and Bo's advice, right? I did this in one take. I didn't really care. Well, I mean, I guess a few takes because I layered it. But there's inconsistencies here too. So I'm not just, you know, saying, "Oh, you're not doing it right." I also don't do it right sometimes. So speaking from experience, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna end up being a good song. You know.
Yeah, I mean, anybody want to jump on it in the chat? You let me know.
Yeah, I got it. I put something to it. I actually forgot if I'm being straightforward.
Yeah, well, you know, we can queue up the next one. I just thought it was funny. But, you know, it's there.
Let's get into this right now. BLP Kosher, the Knack 3. I love that ad lib. Let's do it, Melancholy. Let's do it.
That cracker broke with no hustle, but he blames it on the Jews. Blame it on the boogie, Jackson 5 on me too. They smoking Doja, dreaming about the cat. I'm trying to make moves, how the fuck can
they smoking Doja, dreaming about the cat? That's not bad.
I be claustrophobic, lock me in the stew. Dirty Diana, I was at the Ross, now I won't dress for less. They was talking shit, but now it's congrats on your success.
He said Dirty Diana. He mentioned the Jackson 5 earlier, talking about like a gun, and then he said Dirty Diana, I'm at the Ross and I won't dress for less. That's not bad at all.
They want beef, zero stress. Field the fork, farm the fresh. There's plenty fish up in the sea, but that shit always comes with a catch. They gave that boy a chance, the rapper that they wouldn't answer. Poking 5 deep, full house, Danny Tanner. My chopper get
full house, Danny Tanner.
In Wilson, I got manners. That Glock McQueen, Alexander, let it sing just like the canter. They won't forget.
Alexander McQueen, he's got some bars on this one.
Get my silhouette, I'm lurking through their window. Get these rappers off my dick before I buy their ass a dildo. I don't give a fuck, they sending shots. Tell them boys ditto. Dreidel, man.
Tell them boys ditto.
Fucking minnow. Why you beefing with a kiddo? Why you talking to your pillow? I was stretching shit for shit show, but the ops, that be a shit show. I left the mark, I call it Skid Row. Cause they dissing on a big bro.
He said, I left a mark, I called it Skid Row. Like a skid mark? That is nasty.
Clipping it look like a hippo. Why they want me to be a sicko? Everybody around me crank no yes man. 100 round drill, leave his ass no info. I'll leave the coins in the chest of a dead man. Shit.
I think that's one of my favorite things that he does, where he just starts to like double time the flow out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of cool.
Around me crank no yes man. 100 round drill, leave his ass no info. I'll leave the coins in the chest of a dead man. She a little not she a little nympho. Used to duet, now he do crypto. Tiny Tim, I like to tiptoe. Shit was fucked up by
Tiny Tim, I like to tiptoe.
Paul Revere, the ops are coming, I'ma let him peel. Catch that boy.
Paul Revere, the ops are coming.
Like a horse, but I don't got concealed. You tryna be gangster, I'ma be a star, mass appeal. Broke with no hustle, but he blames it on the Jews. Blame it on the boogie, Jackson 5 on me too. They smoking Doja, dreaming about the cat. I'm tryna make moves, how the fuck can I be claustrophobic? Lock me in the stew. Dirty Diana, I was at the Ross, now I won't dress for less. They was talking shit, but now it's congrats on your.
I like the hook a lot.
Zero stress, field the fork, farm the fresh. There's plenty fish up in the sea, but that shit always comes with a catch.
BLP Kosher, Knack 3 right there. What'd you think of that one?
I mean, it's fun, dude. Again, lyrics not for me, but
that the Ross, but I won't. But that the Ross, but I won't dress for less. I liked it, man. I don't know. It's definitely kind of silly. And then you know, like that. It's like a platypus, a kid's platypus. I can't remember the name of it. He does that. That.
Yeah.
It's just silly, man. It's just silly, and I think. That helps make the music more marketable. I would probably go like 88. I would listen to it again. You know. What you got? Anything?
That hair is wild.
But I think that's also what makes him popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You know it when you see it. You know?
Definitely a character, like I said. I mean, you know, his music's good. And another thing too, we were talking about, you know, takes and all that stuff. You can hear where he's punching in, and it's not a bad thing, right? Like some people are against punching in because they're like, oh, well, you know, I got to be able to deliver it live, right? But who cares? Like, do that shit live. When you're doing the album, like, punch in if you need to. And sometimes you do it intentionally and it hits. Listen to this song again if you don't know what I'm talking about.
I go 50-50 on that. I don't think punching in is a bad thing for emphasis, or if you're really trying to have something sound kind of like we heard earlier with the guys that were doing the robbery, and you had like different voices talking. I feel like punching is good for something like that where you're trying to maybe have it sound a little offset. But to me personally, you're supposed to be able to rap your damn bars, man. I don't know.
Well, no, I agree. What I'm saying is if you're doing it purposefully, like in this song, like he comes in right
on top of stuff. Yeah.
And it gives it like a flow, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were doing it just straight up, if you're live, who cares, right? But if I'm listening to it and I hear everything, like I could appreciate, doing that sometimes because you're not worried about taking a breath, and it just kind of throws off the timing.
Well, I think it would almost change his style if he didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like for somebody like that specifically, I don't know that you could rap that stuff straight through and have it sound anywhere near the same. So that's a good point. Let's get into the Yazzie joint, the pork chops and applesauce. Pork chops. Yazzie is the feature artist. This is with the Crooked Cleric. The Crooked Cleric.
3 Savage this.
American Yaz, hop on a track, start cutting it back. You'll have a relapse, a panic attack. I told you, matter of fact, we're gonna be bringing the axe straight down on the beat until your rear drums collapse. Sitting in master class, got hip hop hacks like Barry Allen off in a flash. The road runner,
like Barry Allen off in a flash.
Bad, nobody ever gave a shit. I know opinion to Chad. A vivid wizard with words, I paint syllables when it comes to slinging the birds. No cleric, critical, killing them. Action surge, vernacular, busy fucking up a challenger. A blast occurs, about to be.
Is this Tech 9? Dude reminds me of Tech 9. You know Tech 9 song?
Yeah. It sounds like Tech 9 mixed with Eminem. That's what I hear.
Kinda, yeah.
A massacre like Catholic Church. Nobody riding passenger. They crash and burn. They never headed back to earth. Their ashes hurt out there among the gas and.
Their ashes hurt.
I did. Enough with the D&D flow. I make the shit look easy like Kareem with the free throws. I'm chopping and cutting, ain't fucking stopping for nothing. But it's busting your windows out like I'm letting the heat blow. Couple of C-notes, only reason I need to reload beef from me. You got better routes to beat in the house of Kino. We know, all in like casino. Up in the vault, cause you can call me Al Pacino. The apex of my genome, never let them see home. Like last.
You say you got better odds of beating the house at Kino. That's pretty funny.
Calling you on your 10th shot of Tito's, I'll be fucking with your ego. I don't even know how to stop, all I know how to do is chop right to the top, taking off, be we go. Fuck on the beat, a real rogue on the sheets, ain't nothing to me. Listen to shit too easy, we going DC, a monster piece like Constantine, the constant heat, respond to me. Cocaine. Now I know I fucking told you.
Great alliteration.
Here we are, coming straight out the dungeon, my boy Yazzie!
Won't stop till I fill it to the top of the cup. And if you're looking for me, you can find me chopping it up. On my crumb shit, Principal Benjamin Krupp. What the fuck is a full-grown pit bull to a pup? What if good enough is actually never enough? Yellow so yesterday, Hillary Duff, been tough.
He said, what's a grown pit bull to a pup? And then he said, you yesterday, Hillary Duff. That's not bad.
Since Biggie and Pac off the cuff, walled in, getting busy, but I'm up to snuff. Good gracious, that boy's audacious. But you know we never left a crumb salacious. On the chase for an ace oasis, far away place in the late Cretaceous. Look, I've been on my Mosasaurus. Frankenstein, the narrator Boris. Fusion meaning that I'm after tourists. The masses only care about the chorus. That's not what I'm really about. I'm here to create art, not in it for clout. Not in with the in crowd, I'm happier out. I move quick when I travel on a snappier route. No doubt, rock steady, I'm guardian, top heavy, and bodily box Chevy to Browsy, Gene Levy. Nightmare fuel, they calling me Fat Freddy. I've been running it like Eddie from Ed, and Eddie. Nervous, pirate sunrise. Y'all about to see the definition of fun size. The game belongs to the young guys, but time is the only thing that makes one become wise. Red sky in the morning, guy. Get high, open up a third eye and fly. War cry when I'm on the mic. Motorcycle in a world full of push bikes.
All right.
So first, wait, I can't hear nothing. What's happening here? Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So for me, the first guy, a lot of lyrics.
Yeah.
I appreciate the delivery. There's some sloppy parts, sure. But the enunciation versus Yazzie. I mean, I've worked with Yazzie many times, but what I could appreciate about the way he delivers is I can hear every letter in his words, if that makes sense. Like, it's so clear to me, even with his baritone voice. But man, that's a lot of lyrics. I could never do a song that fast. I'm not very good at machine gunning.
It reminds me, he's done some songs with this guy Maze Hayes, and I think, and we've done a song. We've done 1 or 2 songs with Maze Hayes, yes. But I love those songs because Yazzie can keep that quick flow. I can keep that quick flow, and Maze can keep that quick flow, and all three of us can tend to enunciate well enough to be heard clearly. And I think that's where you run the risk of stuff like that. Like if you're not capable of that, and that takes years of practice to be able to to be able to do it cleanly. And I think the first dude was too much for me, if I'm just being honest. It just is like, there were some spots where it was perfect, and other spots I'm like, all right, maybe bring it down. I probably wouldn't have rapped full speed the whole time. I probably would have started that way and it came down. I thought Yazzie was super clean though. He always makes sure his stuff is like very enunciated, very sticky, very easy to consume. The song wasn't for me though. The song, it just wasn't for me. Yeah, and you do have to slow it down. Sometimes you have to slow your music down. Sometimes you have to dumb your music down because people aren't quick enough to catch up to it. So for me, that was probably about an 80. The style of the song and conceptually, it just wasn't my thing. What would you score it out at, song?
I mean, it's a Machine Gun song, right? So, I can appreciate it lyrically, but again, like you said, I kind of agree with the there's too much in the first part. And 85.
That's fair.
Mix was okay. I had no problem with it. Well, no, if I nitpick, I could find stuff, but nothing that kind of called out to me, more so than anything else. So
let's take a quick break from music. We've been going ham. We did like 10 songs in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm always showing these things I see on Instagram. Why are we so far behind in education? I'm not saying we don't have stuff like this in America, but it's not like normal. It's not in every classroom. They got these AI blackboards, man. And I just feel like we're going the opposite way of this kind of stuff here in the U.S. I mean, these kids are having fun, man. Look at her face. Like, we don't do that here, man.
Well, but what are we learning? Right? That's my question. What are we learning here? Well, from what I'm seeing, I don't see.
They're learning how the shape folds out and folds in. They're learning the sides to the geometric shape, if I had to guess. Right?
I mean, yeah, but do you need a really expensive
it's just fucking cool, okay? It's just cool. I would love to go I would love to go into my kid's classroom and see something like that. All right, I'd be like, okay, all right, y'all are doing some things around here. You telling me if you walked into your kid's classroom and you saw them doing something like this, you wouldn't be like more comfortable about the education?
No, because I would say, all right, draw me a cube then. If they can't do it. Well,
what if they can draw it on an iPad though?
They know how to use the technology, but they don't understand the application, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you use the GPS?
Let's put it this way.
No, answer the question. Do you use the GPS?
Yes.
Well, okay then.
And I can also read a map. That's
I can't.
I challenge some of you youngsters to bust out the RAM.
You can challenge me. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, nope.
Now, I mean, I'm a major proponent for technology helping make things easier, right? Like if you can use a calculator, use it, right? But what I'm saying is with our school system here and how little funding goes into shit that will actually help them versus things that they just need to spend money on so they can say they spent it. I mean, come on. We can do much better things.
Melancholy said they're making one of the figure fortune teller things. Oh, good times. No, that's fair. That's fair. I just I'm not reading a damn map. Give me if like I'm saying, I'm one of these people. If everything went down tomorrow, I'm done. Nope, that's it. All right. So for this next one, I can't play it in the browser as well. So you may have to do the mute thing again. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, I'll swap over.
Right,
I'm already ready. Let's go.
Look at you. Let me put Melancholy up here real quick. Melancholy is dope. Do you know Melancholy's music at all?
If I've heard it on here, then that's the only time I've ever heard it.
Yeah, he's good. He also has done some mixing for me, and he's fantastic. His ear is. You and him actually have probably a pretty close ear. His ear is dope too. Let's get into his memories right now from our man Melancholy. If I can find it, hold on. There it goes.
We went from where did you come from to where did you go? I know you say I'm cold, but I still feel every emotion that I don't show. So make sure your hands are clean before you start pointing fingers, love. Baby, dreaming about us used to keep me up until I had enough, and now I'm like, good night, good luck, good morning. New year, new me, new phone, who this? Good night, good luck, good morning. New year, new me, new phone, who this? That's how it feels to be a missed call, to get shit on and pissed off. Probably thought you'd never get caught reapplying your lip gloss, but that's why they say don't ask the questions you don't want the answers to. Was growing apart the whole time I thought we were planting roots. You was the swipe right type.
Ooh, was growing apart the whole time I thought we was planting roots. All right.
Excellent mix, by the way.
Yeah, dude he's pretty elite with that stuff. You heard your layers in there? He had some nice layering in there too.
Yeah.
That's how it feels to be a missed call, to get shit on and pissed off. Probably thought you never get caught reapplying your lip gloss, but that's why they say don't ask the questions you don't want the answers to. Was growing apart the whole time, I thought we were planting roots. You was the swipe right type if I ever seen it.
Swipe right type.
Wanted but I never needed. Had me waiting on a call every evening, every weekend. Yeah, you was a trip, but at least the route I took was scenic. How'd I get back in this position? As if it's scripted. Nothing ever seems to make a difference. Every time I talk to God, all I ever hear is crickets. Meanwhile, you at the bar trying to smear your lipstick. We went from, where did you come from? So where did you go? I know you say I'm cold, but I still feel every emotion that I don't show. So make sure your hands are clean before you start pointing fingers, love. Baby, dreaming about us.
There it is.
Until I had enough and now I'm like, good night, good luck.
Yeah, I like this one, man.
New year, new me, new phone. Who this? Good night.
What's great about this to me is I'm not bored. Like everything, there's a change up on every single part. Very nice. It doesn't, like, I'm not getting fatigued in the ear listening to this. Is it something I would listen to like on my own? Probably not, but I like it.
So I'm big about, and I've mentioned this on the show a lot of times, I'm really big about being able to listen to things in the car with my kids, because there's nothing more frustrating to me than, like, when I'm in the car for, you know, a 30-minute, 40-minute car ride and I got to bounce around to 13 radio stations because, and I could, of course, I could put on, you know, like a station on my phone or something that, but sometimes if you're talking to the kids, I don't know. For me, the radio is easier, but it sucks when I have to keep doing that. So I like that this is good for all ages. You know, this could be in a One Tree Hill type show. This could be in a you know, where somebody's overcoming something. This could be a breakup situation. There's a lot of different applications, but it's all pretty clean. I don't know if you cursed in this, and I appreciate that. I don't listen to Will Smith records, okay, but I do like when artists can make songs and they don't have to curse every 2 minutes. So I respect that as well.
Good luck, good morning, new year, new me, new phone. Who this?
Yeah, I liked it, man. I would go, I'd probably go 94 on that.
A 95, 96, I'm right around.
Yeah.
This is an excellent mix. I mean, I have no complaints here.
And it's a short song. I don't know, man. As I get older, my attention span, it just gets smaller and smaller. Having songs...
He said, first song I've made in a long time. Well, freaking keep making more of these, dude.
Yeah, Melancholy, he's nice, man. Dude is really good. Melancholy, drop your Spotify so Song can go listen to some of your stuff, because he's probably, of all the artists I've had in here, he's definitely top 5 as far as just overall talent. Dude is good. He's really good. Let me see what we got next. Lots of more music on deck. How much more time you got, man? That'll determine how many more songs we do.
We're good.
Okay, you chilling? All right, I love it. Just trying to. I don't have any obligations, so you know, we don't have to keep it at a certain time or anything.
We are lacking in songs. Definitely play one of my parodies. That shit is funny.
Hey, if you want to send me one, that's fine. I got more songs for sure, but you can definitely send it or play it on your end. Whatever you want to do.
If you had a choice between a parody of "Pony" by Genuine or "Return of the Mac" by Mark Morrison, which one would you pick?
I've heard that Return of the Mac one. That is fantastic. That's probably the one. But I think I might have heard that Genuine one too. I don't know. You can play them both. That Return of the Mac one is immaculate though. That one is.
I tell you what, he did a parody of that song, and mine's better. And he's the original artist.
Yeah, no, I remember being like, this is ridiculous. Let's get into this right now from our homie P. Louie though. This is Lose Control.
I knew it. They didn't even see it coming. It's our turn.
Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm in the 480. Hop in the whip, let's go. Underlay vomit nose. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to take a look at me, you know it ain't no competition. Every time you talking, I don't ever really listen. Miss me with the bull, Gordon and Pippin. I'm smoking, not sniffing. And I'm about to swerve off the road to regain control.
I'm smoking, not sniffing.
I'm about to knock a motherfucker around and put him in a coma. Knock a motherfucker around and put him in a coma. Talk shit, shooting nothing but net. Offense, shooting nothing but net. What if life didn't get that hard? Fuck this, I just wanna get my job. I'm finna stun on like everybody who doubted me with all my revenue earned. You know I be ballin' out in Arizona. It kinda feels like I'm like Devin Booker. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control.
What do you think, so far. I like the energy on it. The rapping is pretty good too.
The rapping is great. The only thing that I can say right now, if I'm trying to pick it apart, is the hook needs a retake. Like, I feel the energy and the meaning behind the verses, but the hook, I feel like it's not all there. Like, give it a little more energy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe it. Does that make sense?
Let me take a listen to it again and see.
Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm in the 480. Hop in the whip, let's go. Underlay vomit nose. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm never.
But I do like that part.
I didn't really have a problem with the hook though. I'm gonna keep listening.
I have the talent, of course. I just be making some money whenever I'm bored. A Bella Anderson, let's make a porn. All in the books like I'm George. Always ahead of you, look at the score. I'ma keep doing my thing, and I promise to all of y'all I'll get a Grammy Award. Ayy, sipping on lyrical lemonade, smoking on lemon haze. I do this shit almost every day. Look at the money I generate. I'm so experienced, just take a look at my resume. Had to get rid of stuff holding me back. Now I stay focused, promoting my tracks. Do it for me, and I'm never gonna slack. Bitch, I'm the goatie, you know that's a fact. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm in the 480. Hop in the whip, let's go. Underlay vomit nose. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control. Hop in the whip, let's go.
What's up?
I'm gonna be walking around the house. I
like that. I didn't have a problem with the hook. I think the actual verse is a little too dry. I think the verses are a little too dry, and they almost feel like he should have punched on nose more. You know, I'm feeling the opposite, where I feel like the hook is the hook is fine, but the verses he like almost took it down a little bit, which makes it a little uneven. But I do like the hook. I think like you said, I'm
yeah.
480. Hop in the whip, let's go. Underlay vomit nose. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to Young Yao Ming when I do my thing.
Young Yao Ming.
Yeah. I be going wild like buffalo wings. You can find me
wild like buffalo wings.
I'm great like the wall in China, huh? My shit's flame, yeah, I got the fire, huh? No school, but I'm hot, I got degrees. No fool, I don't want apologies. When I tap that bucker on Snapchat, you can find me with a gas at. If you wanna make hits, better hit my cash app. And my life changed when my dad passed. Made it at a 180. I've been going crazy. I remember all the times we would bump shady. I don't wanna hear you talk, I'ma put my beats on, and I'm killing every single beat that I be on. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm in the 480. Hop in the whip, let's go. Underlay vomit nose. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to. Hop in the whip, let's go. I'm about to lose control.
That's P. Louis right there, lose control. I like the song overall. It was interesting. I think that was that 3 verses, or am I tripping?
I don't know, man.
I couldn't tell. It felt like that was 3 verses. I don't know, which is really odd.
It was 3 or 4. If it's 4, that's crazy. But
I think it was 3. But that's even odd because he doesn't normally do long songs like that either. But I liked it from the energy standpoint. I feel like that can be played like as a baseball player is walking out to hit. You know, they always play a song over the thing. I can see that like
MMA fighter.
Yeah, because it's got that energy. Like, okay, let's go do it. I did think the verses needed to be tweaked. They needed to be a little bit more even with the hook and with the beat too. The beat was pretty energetic. What would you score it? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I feel the inverse, right? I feel like the hook could be a little stronger. But I do like this song. Like, I mean, most of the stuff I've heard from P. Louis is pretty dope. So, but that said, if I'm giving this one a score, I'd say it's like a 91 for me. Like, with everything I've said, I still like the song.
Yeah, I'm in that same. I would go 90 to 92. I'd probably lean more toward the 90, but I think it's a good song. I think, P. Louis makes a lot of music for stoners and college kids, and this is definitely like a college crowd type, getting hype at a party, a sporting event type thing. Let's get into Hungry. Our homie Songarrhea right here.
All right, so preface to this song, obviously it's a parody. Now, what I used to do, and I haven't done these in a long time, but what I used to do with these is try to hit the nuance as best as I can. Obviously, I am not genuine, and that's going to be obvious, but listen to the nuance. I think I nailed it on this one.
You're not genuine? Are you sure? I genuine. Oh, you're a clown.
My trusty MXL 990. Gotta give the epilepsy warning, dude.
I've got the hunger. Going to a party. Someone brought an apple pie, and I'll eat it on my own. Now it's time to grab a boat. It's gonna be delicious. Pick up the gravy bowl. I'm drowning all of these mashed potatoes. When I'm hungry, get food in, bite it, it's yummy. Potatoes, gravy, corn and some turkey. I'm hungry, get food in, bite it, it's yummy. Potatoes, gravy, corn and some turkey. Licking my frosty off of a Cheeto. Handsome, let me grab a plate, and then I'll bring some food to you. Rubbing your belly. Have an extra portion. Some veal and a glass of
Some veal.
juice in case you're gonna dry. When I'm hungry, get food in, bite it.
So I keep looking over to my left because I had a window in my booth where I have all my lyrics like in one of the monitors.
That's smart though.
Man, this is like 5 years ago. Yeah, I mean now it's just gonna be a loop of the chorus, but you don't have to play the whole thing.
So
Because I know you're all about the 2-minute songs. So
Hey, that's true. I was gonna ask. So when you do these, how often do you reference the original track? Like, are you writing it?
Dude, I am listening to the track religiously before I do it. So like I'll have the idea, and all of these are food based, right? So everybody can relate to food. We all eat.
That's true.
And so like I'm like, all right, let me get the hook done, and I start with the hook, and then I just go from there. I just keep writing. And if you know the original lyrics, you'll notice that I'm also trying to rhyme with the original lyrics to make to sell it even further. So that's the challenging part, and then trying to figure out like all that. But yeah, I'll listen to like a verse over and over to try to like capture like, you know, everything. I'm not a singing virtuoso or anything like that.
No, you did well figuring out how to, like, you know, pull that off without being able to, you know, be genuine. You know what I mean? And I think you did a pretty good job of selling it. And I think because of the energy you put into it and kind of it wasn't cringy, but there's like a cringy. Even when he did it, there was a cringy aspect to it, even in his song. You know what I mean? So I think you captured that really well in the parody there. Are you still doing parodies regularly, or?
Nah, I haven't done it in a while, man.
Yeah.
My lady keeps telling me to do it again, but my problem is this: like, as you can tell, like I'm using the original studio recording, so you know, I don't want to sit here and just make the songs myself. It just takes a lot of time. So
no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
And then if you can't really do much with it, because although I do think it would get you, I think it'll get attention for sure. Let's get into this one right here. Kelly Youngin. This was sent to us by Goondog a little while ago. Let's check this out. He's sent music from this kid before. This kid is talented. I remember specifically hearing one of the songs that I was like kind of blown away. It might have actually been this one. I don't know.
Man, I swear this shit real.
Make this practice. Hey, it took like 30 minutes
minutes just to make this. Practice social distance, staying away from all that fake shit. Boy, these niggas fake pits, trying to say I ain't shit. Brother pop that dope on the stock and let that Drake spit. And I'm knowing that I fucked up, but I'm human. Ain't realized that I won, cause I was blind and used to losing. I was going through it, so the drugs I was abusing. Fell in love with money, guns, and drugs, and then the shooting. Guess it's.
I do like that the aspect that he's approaching this from is like, it's like a sorrow about getting into these things. It's not like, it's not like, I mean, he is sort of glorifying it because he's pouring up the Sprite, you know, in the video, but he's also saying like, it's not a great thing that I got into this. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Safe to say that Cuddy, I ain't one of them. Ain't no money on the floor, the nigga, I ain't tryna chill. I've been focused trying to elevate and stimulate my ends. And ain't no V up on my back, cause I ain't tryna make no friends. Hey, waiting on they get back. Had to stop the pills, cause I wasn't knowing what was in that.
See, that's cool too.
Like we want
had to stop the pills. That's good. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Know where they lived at. Same night, hit the E-way, then we spent back. I've been thugging on the way, daily trying to make it home. Even though I know I'm right, they still gon' try to say I'm wrong. Taking everything I go through and I put it in these songs. Put my line on D&D, cause I ain't trying to hear no wrong. You could say I'm traumatized of all the shit that I endured. Slime a nigga out and put his face up on the shirt. Mama's crying, young is dying, lighting candles on that curb. And it hurts, but I ain't even tripping, could be worse. I was posted on that case, trying to come up with a plot to make some dollars. Told you listen, you ain't really wanna holler. Ain't graduate from school, but in these streets I really hustle like a scholar. Know it's sad, but I don't really love my mama. And maybe
dang. Did you hear that?
Genuine lyrics, dude.
Wow, I didn't expect that though. I don't. Somebody just say they don't love their mom. That's wild. I didn't see that.
I mean, some moms are toxic.
No, it's fair. It's just unexpected.
It's sad, but I don't really love my mama. And maybe one day she'll probably understand. But I don't really know you, so you just treat me like a man.
Oh, maybe she wasn't in his life.
I ain't trying to hold no hands, bitch. I'm trying to hold them bands. We don't do no valley, but we in the parking with. And all black, just like I'm Kodak. You could bet I'm on my shit. When I recorded 23, like 15 minutes off the rip. And I could really switch my gun just like a nigga switch his fit. To my granny, I'm an angel. To the police, I'm a target. To my child, I'm a father. To the public, I'm an artist. Used to crashing out, just trying to see who stepped the hardest. But right now, I got some bigger. Switch it up and I go harder. Growing up and getting smarter. In the deep, but not the water.
How you flip off the apple?
Like piranhas.
He heard you earlier.
If you want me to be,
I ain't giving the money to nobody.
For some peace, and I'm just chasing at the profit. Growing up and getting smarter. In the deep, but not the water. Swimming with the sharks, but all my killers like piranhas. And I don't want no love, if you want me to be honest. I'm just searching for some peace, and I'm just chasing at the profit. I've been thugging on the way, daily trying to make it home. Even though I know I'm right, they still gonna try to say I'm wrong. Taking there.
Right there is Kelly Young and Get Back. What'd you think about this song?
Not bad, dude. Well produced. The message is great, in my opinion. You know, again, like, I'm a different person, so.
Shouts to Lil Novik.
Yeah, score on this one. I mean, this is up there, dude. I could hear this if someone was driving by.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like the pain he has on his voice, and you mentioned the genuine lyrics, and I think you know, we always want authenticity, and then sometimes when you get it, it does shock you. I was like, dang, like, oh man.
So one I guess critique I have on this is that the delivery is kind of alarm clocky to me, like, right?
Yeah,
like it's a lot of that. But I mean, it fits with this genre of music, right? So I can't really knock that. It's just my own preference.
Yeah, and
so if I'm gonna give it a score, I say this is like a 95. This is up there.
Yeah, I'm in the same kind of range. I'd probably go 92, but you're right. That kind of delivery, that kind of scheme is definitely for the youngins. You know what I mean? Like that for you and I, that's probably not gonna ring off as well. But definitely a good song.
The part about that, so that said, right? Like at least the lyrics were compelling enough to keep me listening, right? Imagine if he was on some bullshit, right? Then I'd be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, it would have been hard to listen to. So shouts to Lil Novik. If you got music, Lil Novik, send it through esmr0775@gmail. We'll play it because we're good folks like that. Big shout out to Songarrhea checking in with me tonight. Let's get into so your boy Corey Wilkins. Let's get in your man. What does he go by? I probably shouldn't put his government out there.
I think it's
It's like Corey 1 or something
Corey
like
Wilkins,
that.
yeah. Or Corey 1, yeah. Oh, I think it's in the email.
Let me see if I can. I added him earlier.
If you type in Corey Wilkins, I'm sure it'll show up. There it is, right there, top one.
And then I gotta play it from the what you call it here. Let's see where it's at. What was the name of it? What'd you call it? Oh yeah, robbery. Okay. Here we go. Corey 1 right here. This is robbery.
It's a robbery. All my friends think that I'm a fool, but don't bother me. In my heart, I'm still left alone. Would you stop for me? If you saw me in the streets, yeah, would you cry for me? 'Cause I'm lonely inside, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Might be something Kanye would do. Like in the, I don't know if you heard Yeezus, but this reminds me like a Yeezus beat.
It reminds me of Muse.
Okay. If we're gonna get a change up here.
It's an instrumental only?
Yeah, it's a beat.
Okay. I hear a megaphone kind of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like the radio speaker kind of voice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Little bridge. It's kind of EDM-ish.
It's got some synthwave in there. I mean, with the right vocalist, dude, this is gonna be nice.
I like this. I feel like it'd be easy to write a hook to this. Boom, 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 boom. I like this. It's a good beat. Yeah, Lil Novik, if you got a link, that would be better. But if you got an MP3, just make sure you send me your Instagram handle.
I mean, Corey puts out some pretty professional sounding stuff.
Yeah, this just sounded great.
If you're interested in his music, definitely check out Emerald. Pretty good. I listen to a lot of his stuff, and it's all like, pro quality in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that even that right there, I think is really good. I would probably go. That's probably like a 93, 94. I mean, I could like I said, I was really into Kanye before he became this weirdo Nazi guy. But he has when he started going off the rails was this album Yeezus, and he used a lot of beats that were similar to this that kind of had a really punchy bass line.
Yeah.
But I liked it. Like I said, I go 93, 94. That's a good beat. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm tracking with you right there.
Not gonna use your government. I'm gonna download this Lil Novik. Send me your send me your handle so I can make sure we get you on the screen. I like to make sure people can be seen in there. And when I clip these, I want to make sure you can have something of yours on there. In the meantime, before you give me that handle, I'm gonna play this next beat. This is from the Making Hip Hop thread on Reddit. This is Delpha right here, and this is a beat called Shadows. Oh, maybe not. I think I accidentally combined the two links. My bad. Here we go. got any initial thoughts so far?
It says drill beat, but I hear kind of a trip hop vibe out of this song.
Yeah, definitely not a drill. Definitely not a drill. Well, I mean, it has elements of them, but nah, not fully.
I mean, we all name things, especially when you're making beats. You just name it weird shit. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get beats and it'd be like Patience Hands, and I'll be like, what? You know what I mean? Like, just whatever.
Who would laugh? It's my library, dude.
Not a lot of change in that one. You know, I don't know about the application of that, man. That feels very specific, and I don't know I can't picture an artist on that. It doesn't sound bad. Everything actually sounds mixed really well, but I don't know where that applies. You got any ideas?
I mean, somebody could jump on that for sure. I will say I kind of disagree with the mix aspect of it. The only thing I'm gonna say is the kick sounds like it's clipping a little bit, in my opinion. But it could just be me. I don't know. These are decent headphones. So
hold on. Let's go back in here real quick. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it for sure. A little bit. It's not. It didn't sound terrible, but I can definitely.
No. It's not bad. And honestly, like sometimes it's nice to have the little extra crackles, you know. But for me, it just feels like I'm damaging my headphones or my monitors. Luckily, I'm not listening to monitors today.
You're like, I don't want to do that. Let me show you this real quick, and then we'll keep the music rolling. Lil Novik, if you want to send through your your Instagram. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the song without it. But I'd like to put you up there. I saw this and I thought this was cool. I wanted to discuss it with you. I'm glad you're able to join tonight, song.
Born and raised
in Miami, they're gonna start naming streets
71st Street. Finding out when
after rap songs
is changing. Miami-Dade County is changing over 24 street signs to songs by famous Miami artists. And streets like this one, Northwest 19th Avenue and Northwest 63rd Street, will soon be called City Girls Street. And very soon, Northwest 68th Street, Washington Street will be called Big Money Baller Street.
Big Money Baller Street.
Here, well, it'll soon be known as We the Best Terrace.
We the Best!
They received pushback at the beginning of March, but it's now a go. And song lyrics and titles will soon be seen throughout Northwest 18th and 19th Avenues from Northwest 62nd.
I had to look at your face right now.
Fan, right?
Yeah.
That's
delete
ghetto,
though. I love my.
She said that's ghetto though.
Residents born and.
So what do you think about that?
Yo, let me name a fucking street, dude.
Yours would be like Gotta Piss Way or something like that.
Yeah, fucking turn around, bitch.
I mean,
wrong way.
I personally like this because I mean, you got a street northwest by 68th and northeast by 42. You know, I don't know. I like that they're gonna do something different with it.
Whoever made this decision is a friend to the community, I have to say, because you know that shit ain't happening like anywhere else.
No. Well, but I also think it's dope because it shows love to the people that have brought revenue to the city. All these artists are talking about have probably brought some form of revenue and some form of money to the city. So I don't know. I like it, man. I don't know. The girl made me laugh though. She's like, that's so ghetto, because it is sort of ghetto. It is like really city girls.
I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Because it depends on the song and like also. You know, what if you get chosen, right? And it's a street you don't like. Like that kind of sucks for you.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I don't drive down that street because I don't like the
We're on Songarrhea Drive. Hey, Miami Skid Row, you know what I mean?
Why is Songarrhea Drive always getting shot up? No, that's funny. Let me see. Team Lil Novik, here we go. I'm gonna give you a follow, young man. Let's get into this real quick. Lil Novik, I thought I knew you. Maybe. It's gonna be on a what you call it? You tracking me? Sorry, I couldn't get the words out. Okay.
I ain't playing. Yo, Shabba, who you want?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So pretty and I love this view. We fell in love
in October. That's why I love fall. Looking at the.
How old are you, Lil Novik? Like some 12-year-olds.
How you been without me? You been living great. Met you a while ago, but now I feel like that we strangers. Wish I never met you, wish I never dated ya. Talking to my boy, I told him that I hated ya. Break your back, you singing out your lung Fantasia. Why you treat me like that? No, I won't never come back. Why you don't answer your phone?
This is actually surprisingly good to me so far. Oh, he's 16. Okay, all right. Yeah, the mix is solid. I agree with you.
Cause I've been stacking the racks, and I can't trust nobody, they keep stabbing my back. I left my heart on the plate, you do it right in my face. My memory is erased, cause I don't remember your face. I've been done tripping over you, so I'ma tie my lace.
He said, I left my heart on a plate, you threw it right in my face. That's a unique bar. I've never heard that before. Uh-oh, where'd it go? My bad.
I ain't competing with you, boy, cause I've been on the race. The cops keep turning lights on, they keep harassing my race. Oh.
My bad, what'd you say?
No, I was saying, like, 16 and you're already at this level, do not stop.
Right. No, that's true.
Don't stop. And don't do some dumbass shit that'll stop you from being able to do this, because you got it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Look at Song putting on for the little homies. I agree, though. So far, this is actually really good.
Run, knock it out the park, Jackie Robinson. I gave you all my love, and I
king.
One more time.
No, I said if he mixed this himself, he's a king.
You say he's ahead of the game, huh?
Oh yeah, it's putting me to shame. Goddamn.
Won't do that shit again. You lie right to my face. You said you be here to the end. Screaming lyrics to my song. She keep on telling me I'm him. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so true. Why they compare me to him? My daddy got rid of the truck and went and got him a Benz. And now we going to different states, so you won't see me again. Why you worrying about what I wear, nigga? It don't concern you. Don't get close to nobody, fine, cause on my mom, they'll burn you. Don't put trust inside these hoes, cause on my dad, they'll hurt you. Don't be quick to go make friends, cause they'll always go against you.
Man, for real, man, these niggas be snakes, man. You gotta watch that door. Don't be quick to go make friends, cause they always go against you.
My pops told me never let a woman see you cry. I never cover relationships cause I kept telling lies. If I ever had a woman, she cried and I always wiped eyes. I take the blame, don't know what to say, so I apologize. My mama told me never trust them boys, they always switch. And if you facing life in jail, them boys gon' always snitch. But I ain't never want to listen, I ain't see it like this. But now I understand, mama, that's the reason I made this. I stay in the studio every day, you know I'm making some hits. Don't go tell lies on your page, you know you want give me kiss. Shorty, she moving too fast, talking about she want some kids. But it's too early right now, so baby, you got this. Ain't gon' have you.
Yeah, no kids, bro. No. Not at this age when you got talent. Don't do that.
Nah, man. Wait till you're at least 30.
Amen.
Sitting outside, man, I'ma order your lift. But I don't wanna drop you off, you like to argue and shit. You wanna criticize me, that's not how it's supposed to be. And in my shirt also, cause I just jumped in the sea. You don't wanna talk about our feelings, you just drink Hennessy. But you guys start that drinking, baby, if you gon' come with me. And I ain't pressed with nobody, I don't need no company. And I ain't pressed with no.
Lil Novik right there. I like it, man. I like it. That was what's the name of that joint? No Cap, or what was the name of it? I Thought I Knew You. I'm sorry. The name of that was I Thought I Knew You. I like it, man. I think you have a lot of talent. I love the underwater kind of feel of it a little bit. Like the mixing, you're right, was really good because it felt a little like I was drowning, but I think that was the point. You know what I mean? And I like the sadness on your voice. I like how you kind of have a conversational aspect to it where you're kind of just, you know, pushing off the girls, pushing off the things that are gonna tie you down. What do you think, son?
I'll say lose the lil, because you are Novik, dude. Like, you don't need that little stuff. You're gonna be mixed in with all the other lils. Nah, you keep going to Alpro Studio in Wilmington, Delaware.
They doing it right out there.
and if you keep coming with the lyrics and delivery like that, man, I mean, very marketable.
Sounds like
drop the lil, man. You don't need that. You are young, but yet your lyrics are coming from a more mature place. It seems like, at least from what I've heard from the youngsters these days. And I sound like a really old.
Yeah. I was about to say, goddamn. but you're putting them on some real game. No, that was good. You got a lot of talent. avoid the distractions. It sounded like you said your dad was taking you to the studio, and if that's the case, that's cool as hell. I wish I would have had my folks taking me to studios when I was your age. That's fantastic. But you definitely got the talent, man. I'm gonna go 93 on that one. I don't know.
100.
There's 100 for you. Damn.
I don't even like this genre of music, but
that's a
from a
big compliment.
Standpoint, lyrically, like he wasn't on bullshit. You know, he's speaking from himself rather than a persona. The mix is awesome. Like, I mean, they're doing great work over there in Wilmington, Delaware. Don't change it up. I mean, if it's too expensive, you know, talk to them. You know, they'll work with you. I'm sure they will.
My man's song is like, no, you have to keep going. I love that, man.
Yeah. Don't stop. Don't get in with the wrong people. You know where you're at. Stay in your lane. You got it, man.
I love that, man. Big shouts to Song, man, for the advice, and big shouts to Novik. I agree, though. I agree 100%, man. Great work. And please feel free to come back to the stream on Saturday nights, man. We start at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard. Although, Song, if you ever need to, we'll start earlier. Yeah, that's great, man. Keep at it. Big shouts to Alpro Studios. They're doing their thing out there. So what's what we're going to do now, Song? We got probably about 4 or 5 songs left, and we're going to kind of do like a speed round. If you like it, we'll play some more. If you get to a point where you're like, dump it, then we'll dump it and we'll move on. How's that?
If you hear this sound, it's a no. If you hear this one, we'll keep it playing.
I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Let's do it. The first song, this is also from the Making Hip Hop thread on Reddit. This comes to us. The guy's name is Field Mouse Felix, and the name of the song, or he goes by 3-Eyed Mouse, I guess. But I think on the thread, he's Field Mouse Felix. But anyway, name of the song, Polka Dot Chocolates. Let's check it out.
Kept me out of my bag. AI put a hit on me, damn. Underground wouldn't give me a chance. Down south, I was stuck in a trance. On the couch, I was off of the tabs. Time lapse 3 AM, I was crossed. Straight floss, he was coming up black. Skull caps, he was letting off bombs. Big talk, y'all was coming up lambs. Mask off, you don't know who I am. Mask off, you don't know who I stop. They asking me when I drop, feeding for chops. I've been down too many rabbit holes just to come out. I ain't eat food in a while. It was no sauce left in the cup.
So the mix is poor. He sound
everything. I'm not.
Everything is poor,
dude. Okay, so now this is just my own preference, mind you. Like I've wrote some weird ass shit before too.
You have.
Yeah, but there's not. I'm not getting anything out of this song. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not taking you anywhere. To me, he's talking about an acid trip or something that he had, and he was describing that, which I found interesting. But he doesn't sound good. It sounds like he reminds me of those acid wash jeans from like the the early 2000s, and like you just kind of go, oh, what is that? And it just doesn't sound.
It just sounds kind of run of the mill, like somebody jumped in the studio and recorded something. Like
it doesn't. Go ahead.
Let's compare it to Lil Novak or just Novak. I'm not gonna say Lil.
Yeah, you lost a little.
Yeah, we're losing that. Listen, the comparison between the two. He's only 16. Look at what he did. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they spent a lot of time on this, and then this is what we got. I'm just kind of disappointed.
Wow. Okay. So we'll play out. I'll play out another 15 seconds or so. If we get a change up or anything, we'll.
Let's see. Let's see if I change my mind.
All right.
Up when I dip, everyone pimping, but I see the industry tricking them out. I was as jaded as dollar amounts. Tell Alice holler them out. Grinning like Cheshire Cat while I'm watching the walls as they melt in my house. Put on a collar and I'ma start dogging these local ass niggas just waiting around. Just talk to Reggie and that means that I ain't up next time I'm not. That means I said what I said, and so if you come kill me, then I blow my money and how. Gatekeepers don't understand, run it again, shit they depends. Niggas was sleeping like that ain't the cousin of death. We tucking them in. I think it's cool you don't wanna be friends. Oh, they about me in Japan. Fuck is you saying? I got like nothing to lose. What do I gain if I'm staying? Offline, so I'm running the land. Thunderclouds.
Has anything changed?
Not really. I mean, I'm getting he got a little more respect from copy money. What's all that about? It's all right. Like it's not if we're doing a speed round, I mean, skip it.
That's what I was looking for. All right, drop a score though, and and you gave some pretty good criticism already. For me, it sounds like he just took his notebook into the booth and just kind of rapped. It didn't feel like it was well rehearsed. It didn't feel like he was trying to make a point with anything. It just felt like he had some. And you kind of said it. You guys just kind of went in and made something. So I'm gonna go. I go 80.
I like his voice. It kind of reminds me of Ice-T.
He does sound a little like Ice-T. That's a good comparison. Drop a score real quick.
But yeah, my score 75, dude.
75. Yeah.
That's the lowest I've given on this show.
I think it is actually. Let's get to this next one. Making hip hop third right here. This is MWC. Also Zuck Baby on this one, and the name of it is Suede. Produced by Cosmic.
I think it's Zoo Baby, by the way.
What'd I say?
You said Zuck Baby.
Thank you.
It's on Facebook music.
I know, right? Oh, man.
Boy, you softer than my sneakers. Light blue suede Lakai Griffin. Stomp on you with my red gazelle Adidas. Like the wood grain of a tree stump. Your teeth gon' meet.
Wood grain of a tree stump.
Tweed green, that's speed dunk. So smooth like my shoes on the tune. How I skate on it. Super Vader suede drip like it's paint on it. Soft ass haters, boy, I got more than 8. And I go harder than my matte black Jordan Ace. Any pair I got on main, them bitches go hard. Boy, you figured in some J's off of
League's better than the last one.
Stitching. I'ma check the snitches. Check my reckless scriptures.
One more time. You said League is better?
I said League's better than the last one, right? But this sounds like just starting out as well.
I like the shoe talk though. I don't know if you heard all the different references to the shoes. That was kind of cool.
Lyrics are on point.
Yeah.
I can admit to that. But delivery could take another take. I think he's almost there.
Yeah, I just feel like these guys aren't really. The one thing I can appreciate about your music is the craftsmanship. I mentioned this last week about somebody's song. It was really, really good. Oh, it was Thought Provoker had a song right after you jumped off. It was called. It was like an alliteration song. It was called something alliteration. And I was just saying the craftsmanship of that song. And I feel like this when I listen to your music too. Like I know that there's significant work put into it. It's not, and I don't feel that with these last couple songs. I feel like it's just, hey, look, I got a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like this is like, okay, we got a good beat, decent lyrics. It could do a little more with a little more engineering, or a few more takes.
Extra takes, absolutely. Layers a little bit
more.
Yep.
You got to believe what you're saying, and I think that helps sell the song.
100%.
Get spend it, where's the next? Now give it, I don't never give up. Told me next was prison, but I ain't never listen though. Try and play me like them PlayStation limited edition lows. You wanna beef? Come and get it. Boy, you softer than suede. Hey, you softer than suede.
That's not bad to me.
Nigga, you softer than suede. I said
this is pretty good. I like the hook.
You softer than suede. You soft as suede.
It's kind of silly, but it's not terrible.
No, it's not bad. I think, like we were saying, you put a little bit more effort into the delivery, a little bit more craftsmanship on the engineering side, make it sharper. I think I think it could be 86 to 88 potential. I think right now it's at like 83 to 84 potential. I'm gonna go 83.
Yeah, I was in the 85 range myself, so yeah.
Real quick, let me show you this, man. They got a brewery in Quebec that allows people. I think this is so genius for a marketing strategy. You scream and it gives you booze. Check this out.
Oh, Jesus.
So the louder you scream, the more bitter your beer is, which is even funnier. That's fantastic, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't see a pay slot, so
no, I think it's free. I think they were just giving away the beer. The company, I think, is just trying to
like just marketing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yep.
I see. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, big waste of money, but kind of cool at the same time.
Well, I was just explaining this to my daughter the other day because she has aspirations of being like in something creative. And I'm like, sometimes you lose money to make money. You have to give out samples of things if you want people to, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is going to be, they are probably going to lose out a significant amount of money. But if you put this at a festival, it's getting attention, it's viral marketing. I don't know. I think it's genius.
Yeah.
I do wonder how they set the machine up to, they must have set it at a certain decibels to trigger whatever beer should come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, or it's just it doesn't fucking matter. Like
they just give it a that could be the case.
Yeah.
Well, they have that meter, but it could be phony. You're right. It could be totally fake.
Yeah, I mean, or not. But either way, I like this idea. It's kind of fun. Assuming, I mean, where is this? This is in France, I'm assuming. Based
Quebec, Canada. So French Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was close. Same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. Would I go over here and scream at it? Probably not. I value my vocal cords.
I'd be in there yelling at that thing all day. I'd be like, ah!
Give me a beer, please.
It would say no. Like, dude, you're not yelling. That's hilarious. All right, so this next one, I got a couple more coming to us by Threads, actually, because I went back through my Threads, and I got like 100 and something songs when I did a Threads post that I haven't gone through, so I've been going back through it. This one right here is something different. I'll be interested to see what you think. This is from Seb Cove. The name of it is Stick to the Blues. Again, speed round, so if you don't like it, let a brother know.
Stay a while, but nothing's free. Break a smile, yeah, it won't be the same, my friend. You can feel the change on the wind in time, you'll see. Is it time?
All right, so first impression. Tune your damn guitar with a tuner, please. As a guitarist myself, I can hear weird frequencies. Now, this could be a design choice too, so maybe I'll shut my stupid ass face. But I hate when I hear guitars out of tune, especially when you're playing nylon strings. And I can hear it. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because I know I'm right.
All right, facts. Hey, I don't have no idea, so I love it.
That said, it's not bad. I mean, even with that critique, right? Like, when everything comes in, when the drums kick in, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's got a kind of a Postal Service vibe going on.
Definitely, good call on that. That is, yeah, that's a great.
Not for me. You would not catch me dead listening to this on my own, like without having to critique it.
No, I was saying the Postal Service was a great comp, though. That was a.
Oh no, I'm saying what I'm saying is this is a song he's writing for the ladies.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah, he's soft singing this to a chick in his dorm room or something. Yeah, 100%. This ain't this ain't for us. But that was a great comp because that was.
So combine that with what I said earlier about the guitar. I'm not the type of dude that would play guitar to pick up chicks. I mean, obviously, I'm way too old for that now. But even when I was younger, I would never do that. This is why.
I thought you were the type of person that used the tools that you had.
I use the tools that I have to make the things that I want to make.
That's
sing
fair.
the songs I want to sing.
That's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
Shouts to Dave Chappelle.
What we doing? We going? We give it more time, or we moving on?
Give it more time. Let's give it a chance. It's different.
We also got one from Carmine. Just sent one in, so we're gonna check out that in a minute. Carmine.
Start again. Archive, refresh, and leave it to the sea below. I know.
I like that.
Nothing seems to make a lot of sense. High hopes will fall. I know you've been waiting patiently, and I hope that you'll choose to stick it to the blues.
The tone of those drums.
I didn't expect that.
You know what? He's doing it though. Like, he's doing it. He's like, I'm gonna make this.
It's not like he just finished, bro.
That was a soft finish. No, he's playing to his audience. This is legit.
That's fair.
This is the clip that you're putting on.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Slow it down.
Do it, Henry Howard and the Six Strings. You send it through, homie.
You know,
upon the wall,
if Steph Cove, if you're out there listening to this at some point, please send me the stems. I'm gonna remix the fuck out of this song.
Oh, is that right? Okay, I love that. That's what's up.
It's, dude, like, it's okay. So I said what I said earlier, right? And I still stand by that. Nylon strings, you gotta tune them shits. Please tune them.
I gotta give you credit for your ear that you can hear that they're nylon strings. That's pretty impressive to me.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna be strumming the whole time, I better not hear that frequency, like, you know, stepping out of phase. Like, it just bugs me. However, that said, like, the tone of the drums mixed with the acoustic, fucking genius. I want to hear more from this person later.
Okay, let me drop them. I'm gonna drop them in the. Put them in the Discord and I'll put them in the chat.
Won't you lead me to the gates? I'm not sure how much more I can take.
This gives me 2005, early 2000s vibes. I am totally in my emo phase listening to this right now.
It's like rom-com music too, you know, like.
Yeah, but it's on like the precipice of being modern, but also kind of almost vintage at this point.
Yeah, that's
kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
You're a fan, so you started off like, because you didn't like the strings.
I get
but
mad at certain things, and like if you're claiming to be a musician, especially guitarist, and I hear your shit ain't tuned, I'm gonna be mad, dude. I'm gonna be mad at you. Don't call yourself a musician.
You're like, you're telling lies. You're not telling the truth.
Now, on that same topic, if you can't afford a guitar that stays in tune, I feel you, man, and I take back everything I said. But fucking tune that shit anyways.
Well, and see, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I kind of feel like there's so many workarounds for so many things. Don't make excuses, but I hear you. Not everybody has access to things. I get that, dude, but I don't know.
I have the guitar right here. I have next to me. This thing never stays in tune unless I force it to. So, yeah.
So you can do it though. You make it happen though.
Exactly. If you gotta over tighten your tuning heads to get the thing to do what you want to do that. And then buy a new guitar once the album drops and you sell enough of those CDs or whatever you're selling. Because I'm saying CDs because this song is really 2000.
I'm like CDs. I'm like, my man, it's about to be 2030.
I mean, I would say, you know, from your Spotify plays, but I'll tell you what, I made $100 off Spotify.
Hey, let's go.
So that is not enough for a guitar, unfortunately.
Let's finish out the Sepco.
Nothing seems to make a lot of sense. High hopes will fall. I know you've been waiting patiently, and I hope that you'll choose to stick it to the news.
This is the afternoon of a reality show where the couple you thought was gonna stay together,
they didn't work out. Yeah,
they get voted off. You know, sunset.
Yeah, they're walking away. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe Tristan talked to her like that, man.
She had to go. She had to. They had
Riley.
Oh no! You know, my wife loves to watch those, like Love Is Blind, and there's like 90 of them. But you're right, it is like a cut scene at the end where they're like, "Yeah, no, that is 100% accurate."
And it ends on the fucking the ride symbol, you know, just and they you know,
drop a score for that one.
You know what? I'm gonna be very adventurous and give that one a 90 because as much shit as I talked about the tuning, the song is actually not bad. Not for me, but it definitely it scratches the itch for some people, I am sure.
Well, now it's stuck in my head. Stick it to the blues. Like that's gonna be in my head at least until tomorrow. So I'm gonna go. You're in a good space. I'm thinking somewhere like 86-ish for me. just because the replay value is not really there. But the vocalist sounded really good and had a really nice kind of smooth tone. There was that little wiggle in that spot you pointed out, but outside of that, it was really pretty clean. So I give high marks for that, and I'd love to hear what you do. Hopefully, we can get you guys in contact, because I'd love to hear what you do. Let's get this next one from the homie Carmine. The name of this one is "Don't Waste My Time." Welcome to the show, Carmine. Thanks for stopping by. Let's check out your song.
Looks like you lost another one.
Long intros. I'm not a fan of long intros, Carmine.
I am.
Made mistakes. Far from perfect.
Okay.
If this the best case, if it really works.
we got 3 seconds into the rapping.
All right. It's not. It's. Now, I said I'm a fan of a long intro, but for that long of an intro, you got to come in hard, dude. That was a pretty soft entrance. Let's keep listening.
No, I want to take it back to that point. Let's go back a little ways. You said, "Damn, dog."
Made mistakes. Far from perfect. If this the best case, if it really worth it. Everything with value always takes time. You can waste yours, but don't waste mine. Made mistakes, far from perfect. If this the best case, I'm already searching. Everything with value always takes time. You can waste.
So is this a hook right here?
It is a hook because he's repeating.
He said it twice, right?
Do it again. Sing it with more feeling. You're almost there. I feel like you're just kind of singing it just to sing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like perfect.
Go up an octave. Go up an octave. I swear to God, if you do that and you push a little bit, this shit's gonna be dope. Because I can hear it. I mean, if there's auto tune on here, and I think there is, because I hear a little bit of a wiggle. If you're singing this in a higher register, dude, it's gonna slap. Especially with that long intro. Bo don't like a long intro. I like a long intro if it's worth it. Like you're setting up the.
Well, but the intro also wasn't. It didn't relate to the song.
No, it kind of didn't. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm not. But okay, that's fair.
Well,
that's fair.
You know,
different strokes. Yeah,
exactly,
different strokes.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yours, but don't waste mine.
Oh, there's definitely auto
tune. Off of instinct. Outcomes that would make many men sing. Only time I let go.
So you said make moves as an instinct. Outcomes that would make many men sing. So song is right. You got to hit that. Operate off the instinct. You know, it's got to be like you got to feel like it's real. You got to feel like you're in it. You know what I mean?
So what we're doing here, right? And this is just I'm trying to motivate you here, right? If I'm in the studio with you and I'm recording you, right? I'm gonna hear this. I'm gonna say, okay, you're saying all this stuff, but I don't believe you. Make me believe you, you know? And if that makes you mad, use that anger. Use that anger with your delivery, because I promise you it will shine. Like it's not even a question in my mind. Like you're almost there. I just feel like you're not passionate enough about this one. Like give it that extra, you know what I mean?
In my lifetime, there's only been 2 rappers that I can think of off the top of my head that had a laid back flow and were very successful. And that was Mace out of New York, out of Harlem, and that was 50 Cent out of Queens. Those are the only 2 rappers I can remember that had like a super chill flow that was wildly successful.
He said, I feel it. The delivery is a work in progress. All right.
That's fair.
That's the case. Cause I mean, I was assuming that it's not a work in progress because I see mastered right there. So that to me says this has been.
Well, no, but you know, you can also make a master production in Bandcamp, right? So that's probably.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Please send this again to us once you redo it.
Let's give him like another 30 seconds before we chop it.
Yeah. Always with the pending. God made me different. I count my blessings. I know he vested.
I feel protected. It's electric, I'm calm but not collected. I'm in my zone when I'm rolling. Plotting on my goals while living in the moment. Ever since my arrival, I've been fighting for survival.
You kind of rap like you're drowsy, bro. Like you're tired. Like you're like somebody gave you some Benadryl or something. And you like, all right, let me go record this song. Like, you know what I mean?
This song, like lyrically, it feels like you're bigging yourself up. So big yourself up. Yeah. Don't like, yeah. Next up to the stage is Candy. Give her a hand. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know why I'm using strip club reference.
I thought that was hot too, but that's.
But
good.
imagine, like you go to you go anywhere. Oh, here comes the big fighter. In their blue corner, fucking this dude right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta hype up the crowd, hype yourself up. This is about you. Like, like make it strong. Like, you got it. It's there. Just push it.
So Carmine, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and I'm gonna cue up the next song. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my score for this right now, and I'm gonna be honest because that's what I believe in, and that's what I try to build this show on. Like, this is probably like a 70.
Yeah, I was gonna say 72. This is now the lowest score. However, I do like this song better than the 75 I gave before, and I'm only giving you a 70 so that you can hit us with that higher octave. Or just push it a little more. Believe in yourself, and this song is gonna be dope.
It's almost like maybe rap it in the mirror or something. Look at yourself and be like, you gotta hype. Song is 100% accurate. You gotta hype yourself up before you rap. You gotta go in there mad about something, get in a fight with your girl or something. Like, do something to bring out the anger in you. Let's get into this next one right now. The band name is escaping me, but he's here. He just stopped by. Henry Howard and the Six Strings. We're about to get some rock in here. I'm excited. Let's check this out.
Right.
Buffalo Rock, baby. Here we go. And song is gonna let you know if your strings ain't tuned, all right? So
I was about to say something about that right now.
I hope you tuned your strings.
Steel strings.
Oh, these are steel strings?
Yeah.
Okay.
So come meet me down.
Good voice.
Yeah.
Buffalo Rock. And walk past that long.
Yeah, the strings are bugging. Oh, you got a fret part there.
Empty bowl.
Great voice though.
What was it? What kind of fart?
A fret fart.
What's that?
So if you're not pushing the string down far enough and you let there be a gap between, or it's so essentially here, I'll show you.
We're getting music instruction. I like it.
So each one of these is raised, right? Each one of these lines is raised. It's metal, right? I'll turn it sideways, not like you'll be able to see it on the screen. But if you're pushing down right here and there's enough space for it to vibrate against this next fret, you don't want that.
Yeah, because I heard that too. I thought it was like a horn with a mute in it. I thought it was like a trumpet with a mute in it or something.
It's just a real quick burp.
Yeah, that's why when you said that, I was like, wait, what is that? Because I heard that too. Okay.
Okay, a little pitchy there.
Cause it's long.
Okay, I'm bored now.
Is it a move on already?
We are at the local cafe. It's open mic night. I am walking outside to smoke my imaginary cigarettes. At first he had me, and then after that I was like, nah, this is gonna be going on the whole time. Like, there's no dynamics going on. I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I almost want to hear just the voice more. I'm like, can we cut down on the instrumentation and just let me hear you sing? So I'm going to fast forward a little bit to see if there's anything that kind of, because it's a 5 minute and 12-second song. So
I will bet you $5 that it's not going to change.
I hope it does.
But
he went higher in the key though, right?
Not really. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, still bored.
So harmonica action.
I'm way out now. You could take that back to Bob Dylan town. I am out.
What happened? What happened? You turned the corner so fast. What happened?
Okay, first of all, I was bored this whole time, and then you're gonna bust out a harmonica.
You didn't like the harmonica?
Make me want to jump off a theoretical. I would never do that for real. But man, this is painful.
All right, so let's stay constructive so we can help the homie out. What would you tune a guitar?
Number one, tune your guitar. Number two, the song is way too long for you doing the same thing over and over. Change up your rhythm a little bit.
Agreed.
Because I get it. It worked in the 60s, possibly 70s, in folk. But nah, you got to change it up, man. You got to change it.
It did feel very Bob Dylan-y, and I'm not a Bob Dylan guy.
Again, that's why I said, once I heard that harmonica come out, I said, take this song back to Bob Dylan town, because I am done.
Yeah.
I'm so bored. I'm so bored, and I'm sorry, but I'm giving this song a 1.
A 1? Wow, you hated it.
I had high hopes. When he started singing, I was like, oh, he's got a great voice. So this song gets a 1. Your voice gets like a 80. Still a little pitchy, but so am I. So I can't. I mean, who the hell am I, right?
So
who the hell am I anyway?
So Henry Howard, Double H, you should send us some more music, man. Send another song. We'll play it in the coming weeks, and we can revisit maybe one that isn't 5 minutes long and doesn't have you doing the same kind of strings all the way through. I definitely agree. There's got to be more variation in that, and it definitely. I used to eat sandwiches a lot at this place called Potbelly. I don't know if you have them out there where you are, Song, but it's a sandwich shop, and they typically allow people to come in and play in their cafe. And it definitely always sounds like this kind of stuff where you're like waiting for your sandwich and you're kind of like, oh, this isn't bad. So I thought the voice was good too. But yeah, you're putting people to sleep, man. And that's anybody that makes any kind of art, the point is to kind of evoke some emotion, and I just don't think you're getting a lot from this. So I'm not gonna go 1, but I would probably go 55. It's just kind of boring.
I mean, I again. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything else. Like a complete asshole. I mean, you guys heard all the stuff I was saying before, all the constructive criticism. This just bored the shit out of me. I'm done.
Hey, you keep it in the buck. Yeah, we got 2 more songs and we out of here, man. So let's get to this next one. This is off the Make It Hip Hop thread as well. No, this might be from Threads.
Also, Henry Howard, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I think you needed to hear that.
Hey, no, that's what the show is for. I love it. I've been waiting for you to get in your bag a little bit more and be a little more aggressive with your takes. So I like it. And honestly, I think what I've seen over the years of doing this is that people actually appreciate that a lot. Like they would rather have somebody, because typically when you take music to your friends and stuff, I don't know about you personally.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're about to say. Oh yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want to hurt your feelings, but you know what? We're here to not hurt your feelings, but help you get better.
Well, we're here to be honest with how we see it. And like you always say, we're just 2 dudes on the internet. We're just people. But
look, I'm not a famous musician, right? So my opinion really doesn't matter, but I am an audience member. You know what I mean? And, I'll just take it as it is.
And you have a great ear too. I think you gotta give yourself a little bit more respect as far as your ear goes, because you hear things that, most people don't. And
right. But also, much like what you said earlier, I mean, we're just 2 assholes on the internet.
That's facts. That's facts. Let's get into Jay Allen right here. Say what's on your mind.
I can't understand why you hurt me so bad.
I'm already on board.
Yeah.
Yo. Why you treat me?
I love watching how you're making your mind up faster and faster as we go along. I love that.
I don't never understand. Hey yo, Pluto.
Hit me some drums right now.
Yo, hey. Say what's on your mind. If I can get it out, then I'ma lick it out. I'ma put it in and get your feelings out. You gon' really.
Well, you didn't like if I can't get it up, I'm gonna lick it out. You didn't like that? So
hey, that's honesty, dude.
When I played this earlier, I heard that because I played it through that part. And I was like, oh, I was like, that's gross.
I mean, this is a very specific song for a very specific.
They gon' get a towel, win and out, in and out. Say what's on your mind.
Not if you didn't get it up though.
Tell me not so deep, I know it's been a while. I'm like, I don't care what it sound like, long as it sound right. Shoot a late night text, say you need some company, you all inside your head. Need someone to listen who gon' sit beside your bed. Shit, I'm round the corner, I be pulling up in 10. Say what's on your mind. You just wanna sip some and lay up in the spine, massaging on your spine. I ain't know you wanted me right between your thighs. I see why you calling me right inside of mine. Baby, we gon' pick one on, we gon' sit more down, we gon' hit my blunt in a minute. I'm knowing the night's still young, we could still have fun, we could see what's on when we finish.
We're a little
not so deep.
It's not bad. Little delay on the timing there, in my opinion, but you know, whatever. That's I don't know how far along this song is now.
Yeah, we're about 90 seconds through it, so we're about halfway through.
Yeah, I hope he got it, or he definitely got it. So,
you mean as far as the ladies concerned, or you just
yeah? This is, like I said, this is specific songs for a specific person.
You're like, I hope it paid off. Well, see, for me, the problem with that is like, so in my old age, like I told you earlier, super explicit songs are starting to rub me the wrong way, and I think that's a product of my age. I do think that's a product of just getting older. And
I think what it is, go ahead. I'll
let and I was gonna say, and for me, we're already entering the territory where I'm like, this sonically sounds great, but I'm kind of over it. You know what I mean? Just from that like sexual. Okay, I got it.
100%.
You know
I mean, you know, I can only hear what you're gonna do so many times.
Yeah, right.
This is bullshit. bullshit. They're all based in fallacy. Let's get real. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he kept it real. He said, if I can't get it up,
and that, mad respect for that, because that made me laugh really hard. But you know, it. I don't know. I appreciate silly lyrics like that. I mean, you know, maybe he was being serious. Like, I don't know. But definitely deserves to get what he was trying to get out of that song.
He said, I put my erectile dysfunction on record for you, baby.
Yeah. You know, but maybe he was drinking, you know.
No. I like how you started covering for him.
You know what? Like, I'm sorry, I drank too much, but I'll take care of you.
Song is the ultimate wingman. He's like, I'm a cover for him.
He's a romantic, you know.
Let's listen a little bit further. We'll see if we get anything different.
Going OD, you ain't put it on me in a minute. I told her all eyes on me, shorty my trophy. You could sit it on me when you finish, baby.
My trophy.
If I can get it out, then I'ma lick it out. I'ma put it on your mind and you gon' finish now. Tell me not so deep, I know it's been a while.
All right, I gotta move on, man. I've got enough of what he's trying to. Like you said, I can only listen to so much, and I'm like, I like the song though. I think it is well done. I think the lyrics are graphic enough to make you pay attention. I thought that it sounded pretty solid. There was moments toward the end where I thought he could have delivered with a little bit more gusto, but you know.
Yeah, no, it does get a little repetitive, but I will say this. The song is 3 minutes long. Hopefully he gets it done by then.
He said by the time the song starts and finishes, you should be able to do what you need to do in that time. I agree with that.
Efficient.
Get in, get out, man. 100%.
Yeah, dude, we got stuff to do. You got kids to feed.
Right.
Work tomorrow.
There are other things going on in the world than just this. Give it a score real quick.
Yeah, I'll give that one a 85. I kind of dug it.
I was in the same space. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll show you this real quick, and we'll get to the last song of the night. I couldn't believe when I saw this, okay? Do you know what this is without me playing any audio? Do you know what this is?
Drawing tattoos on yourself, I'm guessing? Or is this a tattoo gun?
It's a prison-style tattoo gun. I was blown away when I saw this because I think it's a lot of ingenuity, but I think it's also ridiculous. And I also think kids will get their hands on this and it's problems.
You're gonna see some dumbass.
That's what I was thinking.
Look, save yourself the trouble. Spend however much it costs to get you one of them wireless tattoo guns. Make friends with the tattoo artist. Say, hey man, teach me your ways. You're better off doing that than giving yourself some bunk ass tattoo.
Look at this dude's hands. I think he's been doing it. I mean, it's
again, I said all that, but then, how do you learn something? You practice.
Well, it's kind of a cool product. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think kids would like this because it feels like it's kind of wrong, like you're putting together a bomb or something.
I mean, I'm seeing, the proper stuff there. It's just, if I go to somebody's house and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, and you bust out that shit, I'm out.
No thanks, I'm good. Yeah. Look at this though.
With the one needle.
I don't know, man. And I guess it's only $100.
Only $100. Spend an extra 100 and go.
You're like, nah, man, don't do it.
Nah, man. All my tattoos except for this one are stupid. So that said, I still made sure that it was done by a professional.
You weren't doing it in somebody's basement at like 1 a.m.
I mean, I was in a garage for one of them, but
So you
was starting out, so I get it,
Was he using a tattoo gun made with red electrical tape?
No, he was using a legitimate tattoo. Sterilized everything. Make sure if you're getting a weird tattoo for some weird person, they sterilize everything. It's got to be wrapped up. Just see that right there? He's pulling out of the bag. It better be pulled out of a bag. If it's not, you better go somewhere else.
Song, you've been putting out some game tonight. I love it. You've been giving out real gems tonight. Real good advice. Last song of the night, man. We had a great time with the homie Songarrhea, man. This has been great. Let's get in the last one. Monknilius. MONKNILIO.
Monknilius, dude.
Monknilius. Thank you. I can't read. Monknilius right now. Not awake. Let's check it out.
Watch, I'm way off. It's like something else.
I think you got it.
Met somebody like you before. I get vision of the sun on a color shore. I couldn't see the light right in front of me.
Yo, this is right up there with Novak.
Oh yeah, up there, huh? Okay, yeah, it sounds great so far.
This is professional quality stuff right here.
Shouts to Monknilius.
So free. I'm not a weak, I'm just a loser. I lost everything that gave me faith.
Now that's kind of weird to me. That voice right there coming in.
I disagree.
No, you like that?
Same voice. It's the same person. They just pitched it down, and that's interesting because that person has a really higher register, softer voice. That makes it sound kind of haunting. I think that's what they were going for.
Okay.
I'm not a weak, I'm just a fighter. I'll keep on
going. He's gonna come back with the regular voice.
I won't give up.
Nope.
I won't surrender. I'll keep on fighting till the bitter end. Rise from the ashes, stronger than ever.
Yeah, I maintain I don't care for this part.
Yeah, it went on too long. If it was just like a
quick little thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hit the hook. No, I was gonna say because.
Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the first voice was great, right? And then the second one, it's okay, a little creative change here, but they kind of went too hard and
Well, I didn't. I think they should have pitched it down more if they were gonna do that. They didn't pitch it down far enough to me.
I disagree because any lower than this, you would start losing like what they're saying. Like it's almost unintelligible right now. Imagine if it was lower; it'd be much harder to hear, unless they upped it. But yeah, I mess with audio all the time, man. I try to mess with all the effects, do all the weird shit, and at a certain frequency, you start losing stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I love her voice though. Or if this is the same artist, it sounds like two different voices to me. But you might be right though.
Babe, I wanna feel you. You've been running through my head. This
have a problem with it.
And I'm going down, down, down.
Oh, there we go. Some more layers there.
And my heart like diddy down, down, down. And I'm going down, 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 down. And my heart like diddy down, down. Heart like diddy down, down. Let me show you how much I care. Okay. Let me see me right there. Let me show you how much I care. My heart like diddy down, down.
This is a movie soundtrack song. Like this would be on some soundtrack for something. I don't know exactly. Maybe a vampire movie or something, but it definitely has a soundtrack kind of feel to it.
Second song during the ending credits.
Yes. Yes.
Let me show you how much I care. I'm on my knees.
Now I will say that they're relying a little too much on that lower thing. If you're gonna do that, especially for an elongated time, throw your real voice in there too. Like in the beginning, that guy, layer that with the weird shit. And I won't say anything bad about it. It did go on way too long on the other part, but this is nice. The harmonies with that, that's
and it feels like I if there's only one vocalist on here, that's crazy because it feels like okay, there's two. Because I'm like, it definitely feels like there's more than two. It feels like there's like three or four voices to me, but
there's a dude with the opening voice is the same as that lower voice, and then the hook, I think it was the hook, there's a female vocalist there, unless it's the dude the same guy singing falsetto, which kudos to you.
Yeah, if you can do all of that, that's crazy.
Let me show you how much I care. My heart like diddy down, down, down. I ain't never messing.
I like that earworm too. Biddy bum bum. I like that. That's
it reminds me of Selena.
Selena, yeah. Biddy bum bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you before. I envision all the sun on a color show.
Yeah, this voice layered with the other voice. Let's do that. I mean, this song is done though.
Yeah.
I'm not a weak.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that song to be 4 minutes long.
I mean, if it is, change it up a bit, and also stop doing that with your voice. If you're gonna change it up every time, every verse, go for it. But don't rely on that low thing. Your regular voice is perfectly fine. I promise you. You should already know that. Singing like that, you should already know.
You got to be a coach, man. We got to get you into some studios with some people. You got some. So I watched this sports show called First Things First, and they do a segment where the guy, it's called the Under Duress List, and basically what he does is he lists athletes, and then he motivates them, like, hey, you suck, but this is why you suck, and this is how to improve. And not that you're saying people suck, but you got the same kind of energy of like, I want you to be better, so here's what you do. I like it, man. I like it.
Because I'm a perfectionist. I wish I could sing like that. If I could sing like that, I'd be doing that kind of music all day long, right? So that said, it's like, I work with people who are not confident, and I've worked with people who are overconfident. This singer, the opening singer, if it's the same singer with the whatever, very good voice, has to have some confidence. If you don't, punch yourself in the face real quick, and then after you're done being mad at yourself for punching yourself in the face, realize that you are a good singer, and don't rely on effects too much, not too much. I like a little bit. When you brought it in, I was like, ooh, but then you didn't stop. So I was like, no. And then the hook came in, and then you had two singers, and I was like, yeah. But then we went back to the old voice, and I was like, nah. So now that emotional roller coaster for my ears translates to your audience, I think. Now, if you have people who are just a bunch of yes men, like we were talking about earlier, just friends saying, oh, this is so great. Yeah, this is do that. Sure, that's fine. You are doing a great job. Don't let me tell you otherwise, right? Just trust your own voice. I like your voice. So stop with the just stop.
Hey, you're a motivational speaker, man. I love it. Drop a score for it, and then we'll get out of here.
That's up there with Novak. Like,
you can't go 100 though. You had way too much criticism for 100.
No. So first, as the song, I can't give it 100. Hell no, because I'm upset at it for a little bit. So I'll give it a 95. And that's that. that's all.
I'm at an 88 with it because I wouldn't get through probably more than 90 seconds of it. And
either. But like we said, second song of the end credits, you ain't listening to the whole thing anyways. You're already getting up trying to find your phone.
That's true. Throwing your popcorn and stuff out. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. Dust off your pants. You know, make sure all the kids accounted for.
Right. but it also does have that like you mentioned haunting when the lower vocal came in earlier on, and I agree with that. It definitely has some nice layers to it too. There's some aspects of it that were really beautiful. But I'm with you. You don't want to do that lower thing too long. I loved the second part of the song, but again, we didn't need 4 minutes. We could have got out of there in 2.5 and been good to go. So
yeah, I'm gonna disagree on timing. Like, I mean, you know, we got time.
See, you're like you did 33 songs, so I don't think time is a thing to you. For me,
it's not, because it's about your art, right? Like, if you're not done telling your story, keep telling it. If they don't want to listen, that's on them. That's not on you. Wow. Like, you do what you want to do. If it takes you 4 minutes to tell me something, that's the way you talk. You know, like
there's a reason movie runtimes are between like 90 and 210. You know, there's a reason.
Yeah, but then amazing movies are really long. So
I haven't seen those.
You know. As long as
no, that's true. And I'm just being silly. Of course, I watch long movies, but no, that's good that you have the perspective of like it doesn't matter, and then I have the counter to that, because some people are gonna be like it's too long, and some people aren't gonna care. So that's fair.
To put it into perspective, right? Like, I love character development, and you can't get that in 2 hours like you can with like a series that goes on for, you know, an hour every episode. You're getting like 10 hours of content for these characters that you're watching, right? It gives you more exposition to the person. So maybe there's a lot to say in this song. I couldn't understand it because of the effects, but
well, that's also part of it, though. Is if you're gonna make a 4-minute song, we better be damn sure be able to hear every portion of it. I mean, I think we could agree to that. Like, if you're gonna put that much,
a lot though. So
I guess that's fair. All right, my brother, we're done. All the songs for tonight. I should have a project next week to review. If you're available in game, let me know. And like I said, if you ever need to go earlier, if you want to, then just holler at me. We'll do that.
Yeah, maybe we try like every other week or something like that. I don't know. It depends on my schedule, you know.
You let me know, brother. I'll be here, all right?
Let the audience, if they want me back, I'll maybe.
Well, so far from what I'm seeing, people really like your addition, your different takes than I have, because, you know, one person in the monolithic opinions don't really go as far, so.
Yeah, and again, like, you know, we're just two dudes on the internet, right?
Two dudes on the net. All right, my brother. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.